today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Piper, TBH.
Can confirm.
There you go. Welcome to Graded Point Live. Guys, there's a very seldom that I'm wrong about something, but I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, not many people are, especially on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Last night, I made a claim that even as stupid as Doug TeNapel is, that he would not condone, nor would he support somebody trying to deplatform another campaign, even a competing campaign.
You'd think. Unfortunately, we were proven wrong.
We were proven very, very wrong.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And the music being awesome anime instead of slice of life. That's kind of the joke about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, let me read this. Like, this is after I said that I don't believe in any way that Doug would support this, even as dumb as he is.
Right, because he's still supposed to be kind of tied to a important brand.
Yeah. And his response to this down here, which we read last night, I just found out about this. I'm glad someone had the balls to say something that defends my character and hard work.
My bad. That was premature objection.
I will start again. I'm glad someone has the balls to say something that defends my character and hard work from a no-class hit piece masquerading as comedy. Preston doesn't cower in silence or go with the crowd like most people. Let IndieGoGo decide if he's got a point.
I'm going to say that IndieGoGo is probably not going to open that can of worms. Pun intended, I guess. Because right now that they are proving themselves as the creator safe harbor here, and that's the only thing they got going between them and Kickstarter is that ridiculous amounts of money, whether it be conservative, liberal, or whatever ist, just comes through as a safe harbor. There's no, as far as I can tell, there are no. As long as you don't break the law, you can make your campaign on IndieGoGo. On Kickstarter, if you break someone's feelings, they'll throw you the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's like every other word of this is just special, like balls. And Preston just doesn't compute. He doesn't have much character to defend.
Nope.
Obviously, no class hit piece masquerading as comedy. Wouldn't know comedy if it crawled up his ass.
No.
Preston doesn't cower.
He kind of just he doesn't cower. He tries to hide his bald spot though pretty good. I mean,
He doesn't cower. Yeah, that's keyboard warriors right there, man. Not cowering behind a keyboard and false flagging shit. In silence, you're right. He doesn't shut the fuck up. So he got one right.
I don't have the words. I literally don't have the words. Been kind of stewing on this most of the day, and I just don't really know what to say. I don't know what happened to creative integrity, or at least a healthy respect for business. You don't have to like somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody has to like everybody if you're in competing, but there was always the rule: you don't try to destroy somebody else's business, especially if you're in the same business together.
And especially if you're claiming not to be an SJW.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
that's their entire game.
Deplatform and demonetize and defraud.
Hello, everyone, and fuck both of them.
Oh my goodness. A rip and pepperoni for this moment. I mean, here we have someone crossing the what is it, that the horizon here, or I forget the word.
Carla Rose says, Doug hides all of his plots and comedy in irony, so he doesn't have to care if it's nonsensical shite. And when Carl says shite, he means that he's Irish.
Can confirm.
If Cecil gets the platform, what are the odds of an IndieGoGo CG mass exodus? I don't know about that. It's possible.
The problem there is that IndieGoGo has still been the safest place to use, or the easiest.
Especially with post-campaign contributions.
Yeah.
That's a Wilbur Force Roosters. Like CW personally happened by. Why admit it publicly? I got to take the glasses off for this one. Doug, do you realize what you're endorsing? You're declaring open season. You're declaring open season. That means anybody you have a personal agreement with, that you can try to have their platform, have their campaign deplatformed. Do you understand? Do you understand the severity and the gravity of that situation, Doug? Do you understand that you just removed all the gloves, Doug?
I'm not even the one in trouble, but I feel like I'm being lectured by my dad. Like,
sometimes when I'm calm, it's probably like the worst talking you'll ever hear from me.
Right?
Because I'm glad someone had the balls to say something that defends my character. Doug, to have character, you have to be a man first. And you just failed that test.
Well, what's funny is it defends my character. He just made his character 10,000 times, worse by tweeting this.
Yep.
Way more than any freaking book with a freaking worm. I mean, come on.
We are all paragons of restraint and temerity and general ruggedness. Even you're getting like chest hairs there, Piper, from in comparison to our man Doug here. It's just
See? Yep. That's what I said. Like, that is the SJW thing to do. I don't like what you said. Going to deplatform you. Not only that, but like, this is deplatforming and going after like livelihood. It kind of, in one go. Instead of calling somebody's boss.
Doug's biggest problem is his ego. It's definitely not a problem unique to him, but he's putting himself out there as one of the nastiest examples of it.
Yeah.
I created one good thing in the 90s. Therefore, I'm infallible. My faith protects me. Fuck.
What the frick did you do?
I chucked the knife I was working with.
Oh. You cutting shit.
Yeah, like ugly thread on my fucking carpet because fucking.
See, I was sitting here thinking you were like
No, I wasn't cutting my.
bear totems. Which sounded way cooler.
I should start carving bear totems.
It's actually not that hard. And the more you do it, the more detailed you can get with it with practice.
This isn't. Sorry. I thought I could get through this, kind of make it funny, you know.
But it's just.
I feel more betrayed by the fact that we all, kind of nodded in agreement that Doug isn't this stupid.
Yeah.
And then immediately he was that stupid.
Immediately. Doug, a couple months ago you made that dumb video where you called Comics Gate an SJW movement.
Whoops.
I want you to, next time you go and take a shit, look in the toilet and you'll see an SJW movement.
Gross.
Well, still, you get my meaning. Because you crossed a line. You crossed a very big line. You support deplatforming.
And false flagging.
And false flagging. Because nothing in that campaign is against the rules. Everything is above board. Excuse me. Everything is above board. Not even TP agree with him.
That's good.
Yeah,
in this situation, though, the only people that have participated in some illegal activity is Preston. And by extension, Doug. And technically, by extension, Edwin for putting the idea out there in the first place.
And supporting it wholeheartedly. Oh, we know some things.
Gee, it's almost like there's a person freaking getting his ass kicked in court right now for a similar thing.
A man named Maid who has a lawyer named Braid.
Hold on. I'm going to say something I never thought I would say.
Ooh.
Doug Tenaple is worse than Mark Waid. Because at least Mark Waid did it in damn self.
Yeah. Yep.
Doug Tenaple has to wait for somebody else to fucking do it and then, I support it.
Yeah, he had to wait for Edwin to go, gee, it would sure be a shame if somebody went and
man, it sure would be a shame, Edwin, my BFer, if something happened to Cecil's campaign.
Zayd, and Zayd really isn't his lawyer. I still refuse to believe that Zayd is a person. I will stand by that. I don't believe in Mark Zayd. He's not real.
Doug, I hope you get on your hands and knees. And I hope you pray to the God you claim you given your life to. And when you're praying, I hope you say, Lord God Almighty, please don't let Kickstarter, Indiegogo see any of my transphobic anti-LGBTQ tweets. God, please don't let somebody do to me what I'm trying to do to Cecil. Please protect me, because I'm Doug. And stabbing me in the back is like stabbing your son in the back. Amen. Fuck off.
Yeah.
No. I vehemently disagree with this. No. Wade is worse because he's a troop. No. That ain't got nothing to do with it. At least Wade did it himself.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Wade is a good person or anything like that. Doug can't do it himself.
But at
Doug
least Wade kind of gathered all the little testosterone he could muster,
mm-hmm.
and did it on his own. Did it his damn self.
Yeah. He couldn't even put his name on it. That's the worst part of it. You're supposed to be the injured party, Doug. Why don't you do it?
To counter Pipe, John Penn says, to counter Piper, yes, he's real, and there's a shit ton of really creepy photos of him at Disney World.
Doug constantly. I gotta read this. Doug constantly.
There's pictures of Santa Claus too, and he ain't real, man.
Doug constantly does this. Some mentally ill clout chasing goon makes an anti-EVS, anti-confiscate video, or goes out of their way to fuck with them, and Doug starts to hand out his little back pats. It's the same thing with the Incel brothers. You know, all of a sudden Doug starts. I'm guarantee you, Preston will be on on Doug's show this week. Guarantee it.
Thank you so
Absolutely
much.
Guarantee it. You're a warrior in Christ, brother. You are such a warrior. You stand up to the people who want to destroy us. You are a brave man, Preston. You are a good dude. Doug, quit speaking like you're talking to fucking kindergartners.
Yeah, that's one unsettling thing I've noticed about his when he backpats like that. It's just like,
oh, thank you, Carl. Yep, there you go.
Oh.
Mm.
Hey, Mike,
yeah, and since he tagged IndieGoGo, that really does. That kind of puts him in the lawsuit too.
That whole let IndieGoGo decide is just hey, I endorse this.
Not only endorse this, but IndieGoGo, if you weren't paying attention before.
Yeah.
Yep. That actually implicates him more than Edwin, I think. PP was on the show last night. Yeah. Awesome.
Somebody go download that.
I also agree. Spirit Sky Cash Grab made a shitload of money with almost a full month left. I think IndieGoGo likes money more than they like Doug. They'd be crazy to kick Cecil off. My problem there is that you would also think Kickstarter would like freaking money, and they showed that.
They showed with Zach that they don't particularly
that they don't care about some money. Doug does have a bigger name than Cecil, and Doug, and Doug is using it. Like he knows, and he's using it. Vox Day is suing IndieGoGo.
Well, you see, slight difference with Vox Day. He wasn't reported. That idiot was putting images of Batman and stuff on his campaigns.
Oh, well. How does he think he's going to win that?
Yeah. It's like, I can see the judge like, well, basically you were stupid. So that's why your campaign was taken down. Now, probably should he have gotten a warning and, first and said, hey, bro, you need to take these, these pictures down. Because he was like advertising, that Chuck Dixon was doing the thing, and he put up pictures of, he put up images of Batman.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. There are laws for that.
Yeah, that's Carl says you can't kick Cecil off without major fallout. And IndieGoGo
the thing is, I don't think I was gonna say I don't think IndieGoGo knows that,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing to kick them for either.
Right.
So if it happens, this shines a light on IndieGoGo, as in, okay, so you're cool with false flagging, depending on who's you're kicking,
Mm-hmm.
and that is taking a lot of money out of their pocket because I don't know about an exodus for existing campaigns on there,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm pretty sure CGers in general will be looking for a different crowdfunding platform.
That's going to be the hard part. Where we're going to find that platform,
Yeah.
Because right now you really only got Kickstarter and IndieGoGo, And
Yeah.
Kickstarter's already hostile territory.
Yeah.
Doug, think about that.
Yeah. If Cecil actually put images of Earthworm Jim, then yeah.
Mm-hmm. Doug is worse than Waid because with Waid, we knew he was not only capable of doing it, but also there wasn't a surprise that he did. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a very good point. Cecil put, and you said this, Cecil put images of Earthworm Jim, then IndieGoGo would have a reason to kick him, but he didn't. He used derivative work.
Yeah, and not only that, but he didn't even put Doug's name in there. So
because trust me, I'm gonna say, I trust me. Like he said, IGG would knows there would be fallout, and I agree with that because, Cecil has the backing of a guy who had $1 million plus campaigns on their platform, and they enjoying that 5% that they get from that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're enjoying the 5% they'll get off Cecil's once it's all said and done.
I didn't touch shit. Just saying.
How did you?
I didn't even touch nothing.
Yeah, there you go. Very good point. Mad Magazine would have been sued every month, every year of their publication if there was any legal standing to this.
Yep.
The only other platform would be Fig, and that is no way.
That sounds funny, though.
No. You know who owns Fig?
Who owns Fig? I've never heard of Fig.
Mr. Shitface.
Tim Schafer.
I was about to say there's a lot of people that term describes. Awesome.
Yeah.
You can use back engines to do your own crowdfunding site. Adam Post referenced that today in a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest problem, though, is that in order to essentially comply with financial law, you need at least $5,000. What was it? $50,000 before you can legally start crowdfunding on your own, or no, it was for other people.
Oh, you need capital to build capital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to have money in the event that people want a refund.
So basically, you'd have to crowdfund, make it a crowdfunding site.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's dependent on who would want to pony up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's GoFundMe, but man, they're kind of.
Yeah, you don't really. I don't think you really want to do GoFundMe to try to do a.
You can, because there's so many. Like, you just put what you're doing the funding for, so you can put
I'm going to
product creation. Yeah.
I'm going to use this crowdfunding site to crowdfund this crowdfunding site.
Well, I meant GoFundMe like as a replacement for IndieGoGo, but it's still kind of it is a lame replacement. Like there's not
there's no rewards.
Yeah, there's no reward tiers, so basically you would have to type out like I will totally do this. I just need your information. Yeah.
You can sell products directly on a website. Crowdfunding is harder. That's true, but then again, you need capital to actually, do the things you need to do. Pay your artist, pay your writer, pay your letterer, pay your colorist, et cetera, on your,
Yeah.
And, doing a website thing where,
if you had the product completely finished already,
yeah, but
then go to town.
But even then, it's like
you got to be able to print it.
Yeah. Why would I print 1,000 copies if I only sell 20?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it would cost millions to build. So yeah, just to have the actual, it would cost. It would be quite a bit. I actually want IndieGoGo for my movies and comic books. Yeah, the Mogwai fund. I just think I don't feel that IndieGoGo is going to back down on this one. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to like jump and say, "Oh no, we got to take him down."
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure Cecil will be on a stream sometime tonight, either through on Ethan or his own or Malin. Is it Jack show tonight? I can't remember. Or is Jack show on Thursday nights? I can't. It's one of those nights.
Hey, suck him.
What?
Hmm?
What?
I said it is. Oh, it didn't do it. There we go.
Here, let me stop sharing. So quit looking at that dumb face.
Yeah, because I just keep reading it over and over and just
makes you madder and madder.
Mm-hmm.
Doug T responded to one of my videos today in a positive way. It felt like I had contracted an internet STD.
It's always when there's somebody that you already don't like and you know they're a shit stain,
Mm-hmm.
and they're complimenting you, and you're like, like, no.
How do I wash my reputation of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. If IGG was going to back down, it would directly take Doug to complain. Everyone else it's not their business. IG knows they could be sued as part of that TI as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But even if Doug complained, I still don't think they would back down, and because it's parody.
It's not breaking any. Yeah.
It's satire. It's parody. I've already pointed out it doesn't even have to be transformative. Cecil could literally take Doug's face and paste it on a tapeworm, and it was and he could use it.
Mm-hmm.
He could literally do that, but it's already changed and derivative enough.
Lobo.
You know.
Yep.
I'm having, he said he had a discussion before launch. I don't think he had a discussion before launch, but I wagered to guess that Ethan probably talked to his people at IndieGoGo and told them about the situation after this started. Because, let me share another screen. Because, Pocket Pussy, being who he is, can't help himself.
Lobo, quit making me scratch your butt, man.
Oh,
You're such a jerk.
What? I just thought, Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry. He's pissing me off because he'll give me scratches behind the ear and he'll just slowly turn around to make sure I'm scratching his butt. Don't you dare.
Pocket Pussy posted this today. Let's cut to the quick here, Ethan. I seek the destruction of Comicsgate altogether, and that motivation guides my actions in regards to you and your pathetic little band of sycophants and stalkers. Does that help your case any?
Immensely. Good job.
Like, dude, you're really... And because Ethan was responding to, look, a couple of Piper's favorite people.
Of course.
And he goes, I don't think IGG is going to cave to dishonest SJW style peer pressure, Vicky. We're still going to archive press and social media behavior for legal purposes. IGG is still going to platform me. Watch. So that, after he made that, declaration, Ethan had a response.
Oh.
And there it is.
Hold on. I got this. Where is it?
Looks like you're fucked.
Are just all the animals gonna hang out here now?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, this grumpy asshole is Star-Lord. He is my son's cat.
Wow. This is as cringeworthy as the former Vertigo editor. Yep, a cancel culture chicken shit.
Oh, yay.
Tweet is gone, but never forgotten. Well, that's what archives are for.
For a split second, I thought that one, Della possessed, said a graded 0.5 is what happens when people don't play video games and drink too much. It's not what it is, but that's what I read it as first. I've got so many different kinds of ears, but I've got a set of ears. Yeah, one. So save us.
Hail Kevin Splatey. Fizz, you got your ears on. Yes, she does. Can you see him? I mean, look, there he is.
One set. I've got working on like a collection apparently of
Oh. Hmm.
Unfortunate.
I love that kitty. It reminds me of my aunts.
If anybody wants to see the one that went missing, well, it's a very adorable troublemaker that's getting into my paperwork right now.
The alcoholic.
Yeah, the alcoholic that's never drank alcohol, but God, is he obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna look at it. What you doing?
He's kind of hard to see because he's so midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see his eyes now.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Vicious.
Vicious.
Yeah. Out of the litter of kittens, there was 2 identical black ones.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we could tell them apart was Vicious, the way he played. Because he's cute and nice and stuff, but when he plays, he latches on with his teeth and hurts really bad and doesn't let go. But he's having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would just have to like get him riled up and play with him, and that's how we could tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Only half furry, quarter furry, quarter furry,
slightly furry, right?
Somewhat furry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went missing. This is the smartest cat that I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
He can get into a lot of stuff. He can open cabinets, he's working on opening doors, regular doorknobs.
Mm-hmm.
And he managed to dart outside because he really wanted to see outside and immediately disappeared into the night.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it just took days of figuring out he was in the woods and coaxing him out of the woods.
Right. Just wanted to show this because
Before he finds an SKS and stays out there.
I wanted to show this tweet, just try to lighten the mood a little bit. Mike, you remember this tweet, don't you?
Turbo, you think you have me riled up? I'm just smoking a J with the boys, watching TNF while laughing at how pathetic you are.
That kind of reminds you of Doug, doesn't it? Oh, Carl makes a good point.
Wait, what?
Well, it's a super predator, you see. They have to be wrangled in for our safety, you understand.
But yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh.
You just realized that. That just clicked, didn't it?
Yeah, it took me a while to stare at it. I was like,
what did I do? What is it? Oh.
If you want to know, it's weeb shit. He was named after Vicious Cowboy Bebop.
Wouldn't he have like a white mop top on top? I mean,
yeah, you'd think.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. See if we can hear this. Get a little action here. Little ASMR. Oh, you hear the bubbles? Hear the bubbles?
Ooh, oh, you gonna play with the microphone? That could either be funny or piss me off. Let's see. But yeah, this one, he steals stuff like
your son.
Right? What ticks me off is it's specifically my stuff that he steals. Like,
So, like your
he's
son,
got so many. Yeah, he's got so many of his own toys, but he wants to play with my
hair clips, fucking pieces of paper, bottle caps.
See, that's fine. No, he has been trying to figure out how to get up on high shelves just to specifically get at like any figurines or, basically toy-like crap that I have. But it's there to look at. He wants that, nothing else, just those.
So what do y'all think of this?
Holy shit! It's Ethan.
Oh, hey, Ethan. How you doing? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, more than 50 people. Smash the like button. Exactly. Wait.
Holy crip on a cracker.
As opposed to a blood on a crapper.
Right? Yep, there he is. He is gonna steal everything from my desk. That's cool. Oh, that's not a toy. You don't want that. Yeah.
I'm still amazed that Nick Cage found a
Island looks just like him.
island that looks exactly like him. It's great.
Play the Camel Moon animation. It's the shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at that earlier and I forgot. Piper doing her Trump impression, grabbing pussy.
Only 200 viewers. Oh, John Kelly, where art thou?
Come back, you were funny.
Yeah. Grace's presence. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Ethan, if you have time, you want to come in?
Yeah, if you want to come in, I'll send you a link. Got nothing else going on. I know War Campaign is doing their weird stuff over there.
They're gay shit.
Gay shit.
Let's just remember let's remember, ladies and gentlemen, what Roe will be in about 2 weeks.
Just to remind Ro.
What's at stake?
I don't know where it went. Wait, there we go. Just a reminder.
Just to remind you, Roe. All right, he wants the link. I'll send you a link, Ethan. Give me a minute.
Hell yeah. No kitty pad.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, Mike, we're busy. You entertain the folks. Go.
Let's see.
Hurry.
Shit.
Go.
Bring a look. I used to study fucking jokes all the time just for these situations, but whenever I get like put on the fucking spot like that, it's you got to prepare jokes. You can't just like drop them out of nowhere, because
that's why you just talk to the chat.
Wait a minute. I have to point something out, Carl. I invited you on to be on with Martin Luther King, but you were busy. But I tell you what, brother. I'll send you a link too. How's that?
It's only because you're Irish. NINA.
I will send you a link too, because I want to talk.
Yeah, definitely smash that like button. Somebody smash the dislike button. Hi, Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
John Kelly. Yeah.
For our small little stream and
our tiny little stream. Game overall.
Let me take some stuff down here because I think everybody needs to see this. Hello, sir.
What's going on, guys?
All right.
This is impressive. What's going on? What you up to today, sir?
Well,
I dig your hoodie.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Fizz Giggity. I'm just working. I got sketch covers to do. I emptied an entire crate onto my desk and I'm like digging my way out, and it's like it's pretty good. Like,
woo!
I don't have that many left, so
Nice.
Yeah, been working all day, not doing any live streams, nothing. I want to get this done tonight.
And we got Mr. Carl Oro. Hello, sir.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, what's going on, Carl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm working. You're working? You do no sketch covers?
Yeah, got to get them done.
Apparently, I need to thank Carl for this one. This super chat is for this is the super chat Wenger would have gotten last night, but Carl told me to watch Ethan instead. So
Wenger really didn't like that. I was really mean to Wenger the whole show, but then I had a great topic at the end. So I saved it.
Are you tired of all the simping that's going on over there? Is that what's
Oh, it's awful, man. It's awful. I hate it. And Adam literally thinks it's the best thing ever. We had a conversation for like 2 hours where he was trying to convince me that playing GIFs while you have a conversation is like the next breakthrough on YouTube. And I was like, dude, that's ridiculous. Like, it's not even funny. They're not even in context. Like, stop it. And now they just do it to piss me off. Like, Adam was literally running out to his fridge and just bringing in food items and showing it to the camera, and I was like, "This is nothing. Like, this is a complete sham of what I was trying to build." with Wenger. Because we built that, like, me and Wenger were, it used to be just like open invite, and then it kind of, that got cut, and it was me and Wenger and maybe Adam at the start, and we were showcasing other people's books. And then I didn't do it for like 2-3 weeks because I had all shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back, and it's like these, all the gags, they're like misunderstood it. Like Simpin Time is now fucking ruined because they're like, Simpin Time used to be horrific. It used to be like bronies and like women dressed as like horrible drunk chicks dressed as Ninja Turtles and stuff. And now it's just like Adam just playing gifs of people twerking, and I'm like, and he'll do it at the most, like I'll be in the middle of a ranting about like one of these fucking idiots trying to tear down books, and he puts up some stupid fucking gif because he thinks it's like the height of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't. It's not even the width of comedy. I know what you're talking about, and you can't talk. I mean, everyone's muted when these things come on. Cecil's got one of a woman, a filthy hippie woman, shooting breast milk into someone else's mouth on the street. I don't need to see that, and I don't need to see it 100 times. Once was enough, Carl.
The Edwin's ones are good though.
The Edwin ones are okay. I mean, those are interesting. Schemes
I
and
was gonna
scams.
say we've got a couple.
Yeah.
We don't abuse
No, but
them, though.
yeah, I like clips are good, man. I like clips, like
Mhm.
old, like, because I listen to like old Opie and Anthony shows when I'm drawing, and
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, you want that. You want the car crash gif, and you want the obnoxious laughter gift. You want all sound clips. I mean, but it's gifs. Like when we're having a conversation, Adam won't be concentrating or adding anything. He'll just be on Giphy looking up different gifs, and he'll open up a tab of like 20 gifs of just women shaking their arse or doing the splits or something ridiculous, and then he'll start popping them up. And the worst thing is Wenger lets him do it. Wenger lets him share a screen, and I'm like, is no one listening? Like,
Somebody needs to have a talk to Wenger, Carl.
Yeah, we need to have an.
yeah,
We need to have we have a post division. I mean, we guys like we can intervene, and you need.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Because I will say, you got to be comedic timing with your gifts, and it's just like women shaking their asses. It's just like I mean, that's fine. I mean, I could show this and see this is kind of funny, right?
I love that one.
That is a ridiculous part in that movie. That makes no sense.
That always bugged me. I looked at this like, why are they just swinging their lightsabers around for like, was it a good 10 seconds for no reason? So Ethan, when's Cecil going to jail? Because apparently he has committed all high crimes against dirtworms and the like. So I'm expecting him to be carted off any minute.
I hope that he's brought to justice ASAP. He cannot be permitted to continue to go around and make comic books that make fun of Doug TenNapel. Now, fortunately, we have brave, figures of justice, honorable men like Preston Poulter, otherwise known as Pocket Pussy. And he is doing what most people are afraid to do. Everyone in Comicsgate's afraid. Everyone in Comicsgate is afraid to tattle on one another. Everybody in Comicsgate is afraid to hit that report button. Everyone in Comicsgate is afraid to false flag other creative people.
Yeah, we're just wusses.
They're afraid of the consequences. And that is why we need men like Preston Poulter out there false flagging. We need men like Preston Poulter who aren't afraid to try to destroy Comicsgate, an underdog movement within the corrupt and declining comic book industry. We need Preston Poulter. And why does he do it? He does it out of a sense of fairness and a sense of justice, not out of petty revenge and spite, not out of penisless jealousy. He does it because it needs to be done. So the sooner Cecil is imprisoned and electrocuted for his crimes against humanity and worms and children's books, the better for all of us.
And And as Wilberforce Wooster said in the chat, maybe Cecil and Pan can share a cell. That would actually be good. They could have be friends and
On death row.
on death row, exactly.
Mhm.
And say, and then once again, he's just hitting them all out of the park tonight. Mundane Matt paved the way for Preston.
Todd
bless them both.
Oh no.
Yep. Yeah. Preston's, he's a good boy. He never did anything wrong to anybody. God, I wish I had that. Where's that? I don't have it. No, I can get it.
It's the way of manly men. They're just too manly.
They're too manly. We can't handle that much manliness. Here we go. All right. Let me pull this up. During the Christmas break of 2018, where Ethan was taking a break from his wonderful scheduled streams and videos, and was spending time with his family.
Quit
it.
Are you screaming at someone over there, Fizz Giggity? What are you doing?
Trying to loudly whisper at the cat that is wrecking shit. Bad cat. No, don't even.
You need a super soaker.
Yes.
I do need to. I have a squirt bottle and it's not at my side right now, and it should be.
And see, but during this time, somebody was trying to get your attention, Ethan. Very, very.
Dang.
This is like
how
to not get someone's attention. Like how to not inspire someone to care about you at all. This is the opposite of that.
It's so out of
well, you're just not being genuine, there is such a circle of people that are going to let you in no matter what, and Wenger will have anybody on his show, and that when you get on that and you're a fun person that people wants to be around, that's going to spin off. It's going to get in the more, and then that's going to build momentum, and then you should be doing that before you even have a book out. You should be trying to do that when you're just promoting it. And if you're useful to a community, to a network, you will be taken in. If you only add a positive to a network, you'll be taken in. But he didn't do any of that because he didn't want to interact with people, because he was never CG. He always says that. He says, I'm not CG. He never wanted to interact in the network or add anything to it. He just wanted to take.
My favorite one, Carl, my favorite tweet there is, so when is a good time? Today.
Yeah, there it is. When is a good time? Today. The 29th of December.
Asked and answered. Yeah, that's right. Right in between Christmas and New Year's at 2:04 p.m. Sounds good to me. Let me get on a live stream. Let me get off my video games with my kids and do a live stream with some weirdo trust fund incel from Texas. Sure.
And then I guess the tactic changed. He said, I know what I'll do. I'll send him my brilliant comic book. Yeah. And apparently tracked it to that it would get delivered to you.
Did you like the comic I sent you? So what did you think of the book I sent you? What did you think of the comic book I sent you?
Oh my God, we need
book I sent you.
We need a compilation of the hippo from oh crap, Harvey Birdman.
Oh yeah, you get that thing I sent you?
Especially in the bathroom.
Oh yeah. You had to talk.
I mean, clearly I was overjoyed and overwhelmed with I couldn't stop talking about the comic book he sent me. Why did he need to ask? I tweeted it all over the place. Oh, I love this comic book that this weirdo sent me. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Thank you.
Well, look, Ethan, Guinevere and the Divinity Factory, I mean, it just screams excitement.
Yeah.
Any book with the name Guinevere in the title.
Guinevere and the Divinity Factory. It's a factory that makes divinity for Guinevere.
That sounds. I mean, that's the title that goes up there with the classics like Clockwork Dancer, and
it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, except instead of delicious candy, divinity.
Yeah.
Clockwork Dancer sounds like a George Michael album.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? She's my clockwork dancer. Dances for clockwork.
I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing, that we got these wonderful people willing to not only willing to stand up to brigands like Cecil, but also to deliver quality books and try to entertain the crowd and not look crazy at all while they're doing so. It's a wonderful thing. Absolutely beautiful.
I'm glad that most people on the anti-comics gate side of the aisle make their problems my problem. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I don't know if you were watching earlier, Ethan, but I'm going to share this again because I know Carl saw it. He was here because he demanded that I not be late, and just for him, I was not late.
I love Fizz Giggity up there. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to keep a straight face through this. That's part of it. I don't know what she's doing, but it's funny. All right.
So here we go. I'm sure you saw this today.
No.
Can you do a smuggler's voice? Can anyone do a smuggler's voice and read this?
Oh gosh. I'm not Cecil, but I'll give it a try. I just found out about this. I'm glad someone had the balls to say something to defend my character and hard work from a no-class hit piece masquerading as comedy. Preston doesn't cower in silence or go with the crowd like most people. IndieGoGo decides if he's got a point.
Let IndieGoGo decide if he's got a point.
Yeah.
Good idea, because he doesn't have a point. And that's what's gonna happen. What does Doug mean? Defend my character? Does he mean his personal character, or does he mean Earthworm Jim, which isn't his character?
I think he meant his personal character, but who knows with Doug.
I was assuming his personal character, which he damaged more than Cecil ever could with this tweet right here.
Yeah. And I don't know why he says it has no class. It seems like a very classy. The part about shoving Doug up a dog's asshole, that's all class.
And the hard work, remember, when you don't ship your books and you let other people draw your books, that's very hard work. Ethan, maybe you should think about that. You should hire other people to draw Ethan Van Sciver's comics.
Are you busy?
I don't know. I don't want to draw Cyber. Dude, I already put too much patches on Deathsworn. I don't want to draw Cyber Frog for 20 pages.
Dude, you don't. Trust me, you don't.
Well, I mean, I think the important thing for both of you, Ethan, you've already done a campaign, and Carl, you got one coming up, that you got to fulfill, I should say, is that you just need to have a nice box. And nobody will give a shit about your comic anymore. You just show them the box.
I love Doug's box. I love it. It's great. It smelled great. Smelled great. Yeah. Open it up. Smelled amazing.
Get that waft of Douglas.
Stuck my head there. Stuck my head right up his box. Sniffed around.
God, I knew someone like that.
Surprised you didn't say I knew a girl like that once, or something like that.
Ugh. I don't think we need to know about that.
Well, that's usually what he says.
I
used to know a girl like that.
Look, we're talking to a guy who sends women into the woods to, screw bears. Okay, we don't need to.
Who did that?
Oh, it's an inside joke.
Yeah, you have to some odd streams back.
The quick synopsis is, there was that book from the 70s. It was called Bear, right? Where this woman goes into it's in Canada. She goes to this island castle thing where she's a caretaker or something like that. And she ends up talking to some native shaman woman, and she tells her, you need to commune with nature, and she ends up screwing this bear.
Yeah, that actually happened.
And so that we said we reasoned that what probably happened is, the natives of that area were tired of all these white people showing up, and they were just like, hey, just go in there and you don't be funny. Tell these tourists to go screw a bear.
See if they'll do it.
See if they'll do it. Tell them it's like healing magic or something,
Jesus. That's kind of like that Grizzly Man movie. Did you ever see that? Like that guy was he was really into those bears too much.
Mm.
And he had like girlfriend problems and stuff. Like that guy kind of like bears a bit too much.
Well, actually, what's interesting is there's multiple, I guess, documentation, you could say, where people are doing experiments where basically there's like somebody just hanging around a certain kind of animal and not people for a long time. And a lot of them end up getting kind of funky.
Lawrence Henchman says, did you see when Dig Dug was putting down newsprint and Smitty politely dismantled him? Ha 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 ha. I hadn't seen that one.
I love Smitty. He's cool as a cucumber, and he's just, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody says, can Cecil's animation guy make a short of the worm actually crawling up Doug's ass?
Doug is the worm, and
yeah,
right.
So he would crawl up his own ass. Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I know a lot of people are asking to play the animation.
They are? Where they at? I don't see them saying that.
Yeah, they were saying it earlier.
Oh,
which animation?
The one that I was going to watch earlier and working on something.
That moon thing or whatever. I don't have give me a link to it. I'll play it on here. I don't care.
Yeah, somebody post a link. Not me, because I'm lazy.
Oh, for fuck's Lord have mercy.
Yeah, like the lady that roomed with a dolphin. There was also like
weren't they doing that in like LSD experiments? They were trying to make dolphins talk, and then people start like getting busy with them.
Well, I don't know about the LSD part. I do know that there was definitely an experiment with a woman and a male dolphin, and they were like isolated, like they were just lived together in like I don't know, like a SeaWorld type looking thing, but and it was to try and see if they could get dolphins to pick up words, they can understand them, but to pick up saying them. And then it came out that like she just they got a little too close.
Okay.
It should also be noted that dolphins have manipulable penises, so it's extremely dangerous.
What does that even mean?
He's
I don't know if I want to know.
He's the facts guy. Yeah, they have
Oh, they're talking about the Space Ghost parody thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to see it yet.
We played it last night. You were here.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Are you sure?
She was off.
Yeah.
I think she went off, didn't she?
I went to bed.
No, we were here. We played it on the stream.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we played it after the stream.
Yeah,
Did we?
I did not.
I don't know what's going on anymore, man.
Freaking play it.
Start being like Yellow Flash. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to be here anymore. Why are people picking up? Sorry. Should I go? Okay. I guess we'll play this. It is pretty funny.
Yeah, I promise you I've not seen it.
Okay. Well, if you haven't seen it, fine. Fine. All right. Let's see. Is it showing up? Yep. Okay. Turn up a little bit. I thought you saw it, though. I apologize.
Yeah, I went to bed and she was gone by then.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
This thing was the last thing I saw before going to bed.
That's right, yeah.
And then she was gone.
Yeah, I was long gone in.
Yep.
Hello, good morning, everyone. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Skyver. I missed you guys yesterday.
I've been drinking since 10 o'clock last night, pretty heavily.
Yesterday was interesting. I was supposed to get a haircut, and I looked forward to that. I didn't shave or anything. My haircut time is my time. It's my time on the barber chair.
What I noticed is that the majority of people are happy when I am drunk.
It's great. It's just like an old west kind of barber shop.
They didn't have Wu-Tang back then.
And I usually fall asleep in the chair. It's just fantastic.
You gotta get your act together, pal.
I want to apologize to everyone for sharing this story. Hey, for you.
Good. I am sick of this shit.
By the way, Cecil, have you been drinking?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about this, Cecil, because you're fucking it up. Yeah, Cecil's sobriety was kind of tough. Now I miss it.
Your liver is the only organ that will grow back.
I don't think your liver grows back.
It will grow back if you have at least half.
Shush, Mike.
Well, I mean, I will. Okay. Cecil, where are you?
It's probably getting ice.
Why is Cecil always interrupting my show with his bullshit?
Getting ice.
That's how well I knew Cecil. I knew exactly what he was doing.
How do you feel about that, Cecil? You know, that's what it means.
It means you're fired, motherfucker.
It is really quiet.
Is it? I'll turn it up.
Okay, we're gonna push forward through gritted teeth.
There we go.
What do you think about that, John Mallon?
Sorry, I'd be on camera so my cat is mooning everybody.
He's gonna be opening for Lizzo next month.
I mean, I don't understand why there's so much infighting. Am I the only one who gets along with everybody?
Am I the only one who's like, every time we're not talking about cash grab, that I'm thinking, why aren't we talking about cash grab?
I would love to see a calendar like this about you.
You know, I'm not gonna brag, but me in that outfit would look much bigger. One, my tits are bigger. Are there hidden penises in my chest here? I don't know. Are there?
Maybe.
What I'm saying is, there's no short shrift on nipple hair, which you'll find with a lot of inferior product today.
Cecil, I got to tell you something. I'm so happy with the amount of detail that you pour into your work.
To the people who say no penis is in the chest hair, I say, I will fucking choke you out straight up. And if you die, so be it. I'm sorry. Fuck you.
So what I'm trying to say is if Cecil's behavior is outrageous right now.
In what way am I outrageous? For what? For recognizing my own genius?
Okay, sorry, Anna. I'm sorry for this.
I'm going to ask you to try to relate to me for one moment. I've spent my life as an unrecognized genius, and to be all I've ever wanted to be is a recognized idiot.
I didn't know about it. Nobody told me about that.
Yeah, including you, Cecil. You didn't tell anybody.
No, uncalled for. Like the fucking Holocaust.
Oh.
What? Did you just say it feels like the Holocaust?
No. I said,
The Holocaust, Cecil. You don't want to compare, Cecil. You don't want to compare the death of millions of people to you getting $71,000.
I don't.
I'm not trying to mansplain. I'm just saying that one was a tragedy that will be remembered and mourned over for 1,000 years, and you made $71,000 on a comic book.
Do you ever shut up? It makes me want to fucking puke. Go ahead.
I don't even know what I was trying to say.
Surprise, surprise. Everyone's against me.
John, what did you think of that beautiful artwork?
With all due respect, shut up.
That was my favorite, Cecil turn. Evil Cecil is the fucking best.
Yeah, him spending almost 30 minutes that night just going, why, are we talking about fucking Downcast?
When he was banging the table?
Yes. We could be talking about cash grab.
They're gonna make more of these, right? They need to.
Yeah, it's really funny when you're not there. When you're there putting up with his bullshit, it's not so funny. We have to put up with him every night.
It was funny because at first he was so convincing. I knew he was doing a bit, but then I felt, is he really?
No.
Because oh, that's right. Okay.
That's the real guy. That's
right.
the real guy. Oh, how lovable Cecil is. What a charming guy.
Mm-hmm.
Gigantic pain in the balls. And I'm going to apologize to everyone who lost someone in the Holocaust. Everyone. Anyone who, still feels that pain. I want to apologize on behalf of my buddy Cecil.
Yeah.
For minimizing that horrible event.
We try to, we're trying to look out for him. He's going through a rough time. Right
He didn't
now.
mean it. He was drunk.
He did mean it. He did mean it. He scratched off a lotto ticket, $150, and compared it to 9/11. He's a fucking asshole. It's never enough for Cecil.
Ridiculous.
I think we can agree with this. Then now we know why Judy kicked him out. He deserved it. The alien mask with the dog walker was the last straw. That's all it was.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah. I don't know.
We need more of these animations, though.
Yeah. More people need to do cool stuff like this.
Have different people in the little TV screen every time.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of cash grab, $5 away from $83,000.
Well, shit.
Exactly. So yeah, what 7 legions? Oh, yeah. I was like, what are y'all doing over there? Y'all promoting books? Okay.
Doing what mods are supposed to kind of.
Well, when they show up and actually do things, what was that link? Where's it at? Somebody said earlier.
Graded 0.5 animation, but what to use?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ethan, would you like to address this comment? I like EVS's picnic table hoodie.
I'm not wearing that today.
I'll
wear it tomorrow.
Okay. What are you wearing right now? What's this?
Looks like a strawberry.
It does look like a strawberry.
Thank you.
Are you hiding your haircut?
No.
Is that what you're doing?
No, not at all.
Is that the reason for this getup? Did you
No.
get a bad cut?
No.
Did you fall asleep in the seat for too long?
Did they start writing stuff on your head as a joke?
I'm wearing the sunglasses so that Carl can't see me cry.
Oh.
Oh.
Who is Ethan Ware? Oh man,
It's not funny. It's Coco Chanel.
Oh. Do we agree with this statement? If cash grab hits 100,000, Cecil will compare it to Noah and the flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's good enough for him. Everything is a tragedy.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Hold on a second. Somebody made a good point in the chat. There you go. 85 viewers, 10 likes. What's going on?
Well, I hit like, I just want you to know
We have
that.
68 likes. What the fuck is he talking about?
Well, it is Seth talking about.
We have 68. That's still not 80. We're at the 87 watching now.
Mhm.
Still not 87 likes.
We have to get Cecil.
At least one watcher was somebody that's mad at us. So
we have to get Cecil to 250,000 so that he can avoid gainful employment. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I'll be honest with you. I hope he makes $1 million to prove how dumb he is.
I love the way they're like, in order for Cecil to keep making comics, we have to raise all this money. But it's like he's a writer. Like, he's a writer. Like, what else is he doing? What else is he doing all this time?
You see what he does. He drinks. He yells at people.
Wasn't he supposed to be moving to the Florida or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember something about that. It might be wrong. For gainful employment, but then cash grab. He literally grabbed the cash. Hey, I'm happy. I know when I back it, I'm probably back it tomorrow. But when I back it, I know I've already got everything I'm going to get out of it. Because it's a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan, I assume you saw Wenger's Sinestro meme.
Yes, I did see it. I retweeted it.
Yes, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I guess we could show that. That's funny. Trying to entertain these people. Because I got it here.
Oh man,
Got it in a backroom evil Discord.
it's the shipping that always kills.
What are you talking about cash grab or just?
Oh
in
yeah,
general?
me being poor. It's always like I could afford that, except they're shipping.
Yeah, I hear you. It's
You guys don't talk about shipping to me, okay? No one here can complain about shipping but me. All right.
but the question is, well, I mean, yeah, you're always international, unfortunately, and that sucks. But the question is, when you ship your book, will the box be nice?
It's funny. I was actually looking in there. I looked into that for like half a second. I was looking into it. I was like, and then I was like, what the? I'll just put a fucking sticker on it, like for my comic book label.
Mhm.
That's it. That's fine. No, I'm gonna ship it in a sturdy book mailer.
Mhm.
It's gonna come up like wrapped like a tank.
I roll mine up like a newspaper, throw a rubber band around it, and throw it at people's houses.
Yep.
I bet that saves a bit.
Yeah, I've got boys on little bicycles delivering them by hand.
I've got falcons tied to a falcon's foot.
Oh, you got delivery falcons? Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ethan's telling the truth. I heard a big thud at the front door yesterday, and the Salamandroid cover was just smashed against the window.
I take my comics and I shove them down a stork's gullet.
Mm-hmm.
And a stork will just, is that what one of those big fucking dinosaur birds are called?
Yeah.
Storks, right? Yeah. They'll come and they'll spit your comic book and your baby on your front step.
I put all of them in a t-shirt gun, t-shirt cannon. I tell you where I'm going to be, and then I shoot it in the air. It's up to you to get it from there.
Wilberforce says, I want Ethan to read Sinestro and Pipper, Green Lantern.
Yeah, Pipper.
It's Piper. Her name is Piper.
Yeah.
Get
Or
it right.
Fizz Giggity.
Yeah, one or the other. Okay, so now my question is, why does Ethan have to be Sinestro?
Right?
I'll do it though.
Okay, all right. So I have to keep it zoomed in so y'all can actually read it.
We can see it.
Okay, so obviously that's Sinestro. Drawn very well. I wonder who that artist was. Okay, so go ahead.
Let's cut to the quick here, Ethan. I seek the destruction of Comicsgate altogether, and that motivation guides my actions in regard to you and your pathetic little band of sycophants and stalkers.
Come and get it, bitch!
Such an alpha move, Ethan. But I think you're confused. It was you who was gonna destroy me utterly. And have fun doing it, right? Still awaiting my destruction.
Thank you. And scene.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Love it.
And if he put that much like balls in his fucking comic books, people might actually like them.
There's freaking tweets.
There is zero balls in his comic books.
Yeah.
They're all about lesbians.
Mm-hmm. All about those historical women lesbian pilots that served during the war.
I can't even say I know anybody like that.
Yeah, I think that's one where we're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did World War II did World War II LGBTQ pilots fly biplanes?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Mo Big says, he said, that performance reminds me of Masterpiece Theater. Bravo.
Oh, that was I had to tune out from those. I know that's a classic Comicsgate history moment, but I couldn't sit through it. That's stone. I was like, no.
You don't appreciate the prose of Nasser Rabani?
Oh, I don't appreciate his blurbs. Fucking blurbs are awful.
Vinny
like that.
Tarmelin chat says, "How does one do a bad lesbian story?"
You'd be surprised, but people have found ways.
Yeah.
Moon Over June is one of the worst lesbian stories I've ever read.
Chasing Amy, horrible.
Yeah. I would say that was probably the weakest of his Jersey movies.
Any issue of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
There was that issue where she did look like what's his face, Jay Muse. Recently, did you see that?
Mm.
Oh no.
She looks like.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
I think America. Is it America?
America Chavez.
She's the one that freaking was low-key abusive to her girlfriend, and they thought that was good writing. Like they thought she wasn't.
In a few years, this is the future for Marvel. In a few years, they're gonna make America Chavez transgender, and then Captain Marvel and America Chavez are gonna take over the Marvel universe, and they're gonna look like Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh,
that would be amazing. Actually, I think you.
Yeah, that's what the new icons are gonna be.
Yeah.
Scrap Wolverine. Get rid of him. Iron Man dead, done.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Jack Kirby.
Mm-hmm. Fuck Spider-Man.
We're getting Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And
a
bearded America Chavez. A fat bearded transgender America Chavez.
See, those might actually sell pretty good, so that people can put different text.
Oh yeah, everybody will be buying the Comixology. Well, one person will buy it, and then they'll distribute it on Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't understand these people. I don't.
Hey, I just saw a thing with what's his face. It was horrific. Todd Knock, is that how you say his name? That artist. He has like a new pinup for that X-Men book where they're like swapping Gambit and swapping Angel and swapping all these characters, and it's just horrific, man. It's like
no. What really makes me sad, especially about like Marvel, especially, is a lot of the artists they have on stuff now. If you check them out, a lot of them are actually good artists. They're just not doing good art for these comics.
Yeah, I'll see artists that will be like, here's my warm-up sketch, and it's like 100 times better than anything they put in a book.
And it's really sad because I'm like, plenty of people are looking at these books and going,
well, like it's not.
Wow, what the fuck is this? Like,
it's a pain in the dick to draw comics. Like it really is. It's a fucking pain in the ass, and if you're not inspired, like it's just not worth it. Like I did it. I remember taking jobs doing like shitty indie charity comic stuff, and it was just awful. Like when you have no stake in it or no heart in it, and you know that this isn't what you should be doing, and this isn't exciting people.
Yeah,
it's like it's the worst.
So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know, like if it's kind of like
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
Her
work is actually really good.
Yeah, her side work is amazing if you look at her stuff. But I guess because
but she also does stuff where like she'll do like a Red Sonja cover or like a Cena cover, and she'll make them look like slack-jawed hicks or something riding these horses. Like she puts horse mouths on these characters, like purposely making them look horrific.
I think it's part of it is that she's getting paid peanuts, and we are a long ways away from like being able to buy a Ferrari every week, off of a comics book art job here. Unfortunately, EVS notwithstanding here with his fancy shades and his strawberry shaped hoodie.
I'm trying to figure out what he was pointing at. What's going on?
Don't know what he's doing. Oh yeah, a refresh cash grab.
Oh, I don't have I closed it. I'll put it back up. Cash grab.
And then you have Simon over there being a fancy dick.
Yeah, go buy Blood Hunt while you're at it. So where is this? Yeah, you saw that earlier, Carl. We were talking. Vinny says, "Stop giving Marvel storylines."
He'll take
He'll
them.
take
I love
them,
it.
has the stolen ideas.
ideas.
Yeah, they are pretty hacky.
I think
Well,
this
I mean,
is. I saw one thing here. Let me see.
Disney itself is like the ultimate example of a goddamn hack.
Disney like it just corrupts fucking everything, right? Like it's just like it's like a virus. It's like killing everything. Fucking Marvel's fucked.
Copyright law.
Star Wars done.
So done.
It's like, yeah, man, it's sick.
Still don't know. This comment says, "Still don't know why Kanan White isn't Sylvester famous." I can agree with that. And Ethan retreats further into his hoodie.
It's getting cold in that room.
Apparently so.
Yeah, he should be. Like, I mean, Kanan would be one of those guys where if you have like a huge event book, like that's where you would start him off. You have a huge event book and you have like Ivan Reyes drawing it, and then but it's like packed, and he can't get the pages in. Bring in Kanan White, and then you slowly like build them up through that. And because I'd love that. Like I love when there's a complimentary fill-in artist for shit, and it's like hits you when someone's good like that. You're like, oh shit, who's this guy filling in these pages? This guy's almost better than the other guy.
Well, people want to see it, so Cash Grab is now at $83,035. So
Wow, I feel like somebody beat me to it, and that 35 right there, that's me sitting there.
Did you back it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be hurting.
No.
But the month's almost over, so I figure, fuck it. Nobody's fixing my car. I keep getting tons of offers. I have the freaking parts that I keep getting tons of offers. I'll do it for this much, and I'll do it for this much. And I'm like, oh, sweet. Well, it's stuck here. Come on down. Nothing.
Have you seen Wenger's Twitter? John De La Rose asked him, can he be on Wenger's show? And Wenger quote tweeted, and he's like, what do you guys think? And everybody's like, no, fuck that piece of shit. Someone's like, let's get sketch therapy on. No grifters allowed. Only if you can get them to tell me how to grow my head that big. No, not really. No, me gusta. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yep.
Brutal.
There you go. Ethan Van Driver, hip hop has been. Oof. Has been. What do you think of that?
Tick tock. Ticket to an era. I'm talking about the funk when I look into the mirror. Got the what? Make it a mirror. The mirror on the wall. I'm talking about the greatest comic artist of them all. Even a message too. Now listen up. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Whoa.
I don't think anybody expected that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm trying to figure out like what sound that should have gone after that, but I can't think of one. So just
whoa.
do the commercial,
Piper says, he said, Piper, I don't need a car. I need Cash Grab.
There we go. There's
You're
your
doing the spirit. That's the spirit of this
yes,
campaign.
Exactly.
That's the spirit. The hell with all your
fuck having a car. I need
hell with
Cash
driving. Yeah. The hell with
well, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get back to work. As you can see, I have an enormous
Ethan's album drop. Yeah, right.
Enormous number of drawings to do. But I enjoyed my time with you, all of you except for Evil Bob, who for some reason was not talking to me. And Evil Bob, I said I was sorry.
Well, it can't be helped.
Forgiveness, Evil Bob. Try a little tenderness.
I will find it in my heart sometime.
All right. I love you all, especially you, Carl. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, Common.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay. Between Piper and myself, we got this. We got inappropriate break-ins.
No, I love the clips, man. I love Opie and Anthony. So
Yeah.
I fucking love clips, man. I just want to rip old clips from Opie and Anthony shows and play them on Wayncast or something.
There might be
car
your way.
crash one. I want the car crash for every time Adam talks. I want that car crash sound. For every time Adam bombs, I just want to hear that. And be like,
Oh man, I
sitting
swear we
it.
were looking for that sound for something because I only have record scratch.
I have Richard. I found a breaking one sound effect, but it just isn't that good because it sounds like it's happening way in the distance. You know.
Oh,
So.
Or like they used to have a horrible sound effect where it's like this really obnoxious laughter, and they'd play it whenever somebody was like being really serious. Like when someone was saying something really sad or down their own personal experience or something horrible that happened, they played the most obnoxious laughing track. It was horrific. It was fucking brutal.
I remember I was like, where'd the whip come from? That was what
I don't remember that one. Why is it in both of them?
I don't know. I don't know why you do what you do.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, Carl, you seen my cocainum piece, haven't you, on here?
Oh, I fucking love that. I I saw that live. And I think the next morning, I remember I laughed at it so much that I went. It was like a 3-hour or 4-hour long fucking show you did, and I was like trying to scrub through to find that exact clip. I love that clip. Can you send me that? Can you like
I can
drop that to me?
I will send that to you. Yeah, it's
because I'll just watch that on repeat. It's the funniest fucking thing.
Well, I'll play it again. Here you go.
Cocainum.
Oh, it's perfect.
I keep forgetting that I can delete that off of it's Halloween, and yeah, that's all I have in my soundboard is I have a graded folder, and then I have Halloween. That's it.
And then there's I personally like the Manly Man one.
Yeah.
You seen that one, Carl?
Is that the one where everybody starts laughing? Because that was I haven't seen that. I know like the clip. We did that live. And
yeah. But I made a meme of Edwin and Mike being manly men and Doug being very impressed by it.
Show it.
Sure.
I want to see.
Okay.
We are men, manly men.
Wow.
We are men, manly men.
Wow.
We are men, manly men.
Oh, wow.
We are men, manly men.
Oh man, that was funny. I love Cecil has that clip where he's like, "There's this guy. He's a normal guy, Edwin Boyette, and like I'm not in love with him.
Yeah, I'm not in love with him or
fucking
anything.
In love with that. I love that. I'm not in love with the guy.
Yeah. And this is I always said this is how I feel about what's his name? This is how I think Mike S. Miller wakes up every morning, and this is what he thinks.
What an ingenious plan this was. I am continually impressed by my brilliance.
That is true, man. It's so weird. Like that guy can't see his own hypocrisy. Like it's so weird. He just doesn't get it. Like it's like he's enabled. Like he's just even when he was sitting there in front of when they had that kind of last live stream with Malin and Malin and Ethan and Mike.
Yeah.
And Mike was doing the whole thing of like, you want me to, but who are you to like ask me to denounce people, to denounce individuals? And it's like, fucker, they're trying to make you realize that that's what you've been doing this whole time, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wilberforce Rooster makes a good point. This is Preston all the time.
Yes.
He's got these brilliant ideas.
They can't keep getting away with it. That's what I think of with Preston. He's just like, they keep getting away with it.
I've tried so hard to ruin them, and it's like, I mean, you know,
No,
Cecil
he's a
said it.
no. Well, he's a fucking idiot because he's
Yeah.
trying to target creators to try to destroy Comicsgate, and it's like, first of all, Comicsgate isn't the fucking creators; it's the fans. And when you attack the fucking creators, the fans, like, you just embolden the fucking fans even more. You idiot! You're doing the opposite of what you should be doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, he made that comment. It was like something from a Discord where he said something like, I'm going to keep shooting until they're all dead."
Oh
or
yeah,
something like that.
I got that. I'm turning into like an early days Umbrella guy. I'm fucking keeping receipts on this bullshit, man.
Yeah.
He
And
says, I'll stop shooting when the other side falls dead, not before. And it's like, it's like, you're such a fucking idiot. You should just make a good comic, dude.
Yeah.
And just be cool. Just be funny. Just the reason why, like, it's weird. Cecil's made 83,000 grand in a week. A week in one day, he's made 83,000 fucking dollars. And it's like, how the fuck did Cecil do that? He's not a comic book pro. He's not an artist. He's not a guy that goes back in the day with Ethan, or goes back in the day with Ethan through fucking comic book industry, or anybody else, or Mike, or any of these people that found their way in. And it's because when he goes on a stream, he's an overall positive. Like, that's why. Because he's funny. Because he's entertaining. Because the fans and the fans like him for that. Because the fans aren't just coming here for comics. They're coming here for all this shit, to be entertained. It's like, follow Cecil's lead. Just be fun to be around.
Exactly.
And you'll make $83,000 in a week. You fucking idiot. But instead, you're a fucking jittery, bug-eyed prick. Like, all the fucking time.
Yeah. You're exactly right. I mean, I remember, you know, when this thing came up about Preston, Cecil made a good point when you know that screenshot we're talking about. You know, I'll keep shooting until they're all dead. And then Cecil said, "Don't do it, because if you do, you're such a fucking screw up. You're such a failure that you'll shoot yourself."
Yeah, I love that. He said, he was like, you tried to destroy and you ended up creating, Preston. You created $10,000 on top of this, you fucking idiot.
Well, I said it. I think it was last night on the title of the stream. It said something about what is? Oh gosh, now I gotta go look it up. It was
Yeah, I remember it. It's like fucking local man. It was like a news headline bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, local man fails miserably, benefits many.
Yeah.
He's the only guy I know who, when he himself fails, other people benefit from his failure.
Yeah,
You know?
he's almost like the anti-Doug, because everybody wants Preston to fuck up because it helps us all.
Yeah.
When with Doug, it was like everybody cared and they were like trying to help a guy out because he was fucking screaming poverty. But it was all bullshit.
Well, it's like when, like, kind of the early on with Renfamous, you know, it was kind of a thing, like, you kind of wanted her to go after you because, you know, you were assured a successful campain, you know.
Super harem, dude. That was the point. Fucking Wenger had me drawing feet and camel toe just to piss off that fucking bitch. And Wenger made bank on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they he told us about that. He said, and all they talk about is that the fucking cup.
Yeah, the solo cup. And I'm like, dude, I was fucking with people. I put like a lens flare on people's feet and fucking like was putting like juice about the camel toe and all this shit. Like my goal, he said, and it's funny because he goes on streams and he fucking like he kink shames me for this shit. But he told me, make something that will trigger these fucking people.
Right.
And I was like, okay. Like, my usual shit would probably trigger people when I'm not trying. But okay, if you want it,
we'll have it done, boss.
It was so funny though, because I had friends that like wanted to be drawn into it. And I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, dude. This isn't triggering. I have a friend, she wants to be drawn into this fucking cover. I don't know if you have the right plan here.
No. This is why I backed Carl. He's the truth.
Oh, thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I can falter and I can stumble and shit, but I always try to, you know, I always have to think of it from. I think like guys like Doug, you know, their problem is I don't think Doug respects the idea of like a ground up movement. He doesn't respect a groundswell of people. He actively like kind of hates fans. That's why he cannot ship 106 backers, including me, their fucking book, and he's fine with it. He doesn't care about it. Because I think he's a guy that he loves like the old guard of like publishing. Like he's a guy that wants to be on New York Times bestseller list because he just wants to brag about it. He wants to be like, I put out a ironic fucking shit book in 3 months. I paid other people to draw it. It's #1 New York Times bestseller list. You know, that's Doug. He's like, he doesn't want to fucking be down in the dirt with people. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he has such a backwards movement on it, and why he was like, "Oh, if I just attack Ethan, it'll be fine," because this all comes from Ethan, and it's like, no, it doesn't. It's the other way around. You couldn't have fucked up more. Like it's the groundswell of fans, the people carrying all of this shit, and you're gonna piss them off. Like,
and that's that's it, man. Because I didn't know you were one of the 100 backers that didn't get their book.
Oh, of course, so. I mean, international. He was like, "Fuck international."
Yeah,
you know, he put up a fucking PayPal link and he was like, "Hey, pay me more for international." And then he said that he didn't print enough books. He said that's the reason. But if you print a 4-page pamphlet, which is literally one sheet folded, you can't underprint it. When you go to a proper printers, not your click and download and you know, click and deliver printers. If you are dealing with proper printers, big offset fucking printers that he was dealing with, if you go in and you say I want 600, they'll say, okay, well, this is how much we can do for 800. And then you go, okay, I'll take 800. And they'll go, okay, well, this is how much we can do for 1200. Like that's how printing works. That's just how it works. You're just paying to keep the machine fucking rolling. And all the costs is in setup. So you can't underprint a book. You can't. So I don't know how the fuck he underprinted a book. I think because he made a big stink about how he had to get it in at a certain date. Otherwise, he'd have to wait like another 6 months to get them printed again. And I think that he put the numbers in and he didn't close out. And then he had that huge ending on Ricada and Ethan shows. A huge ending. And so he was, what I think is, what I assume happened was he ordered it and then he didn't shut down. So he was knowingly selling product that he couldn't produce.
Yeah. So
but you know, if you watch that gaslighting video that he made to fuck over Kelsey to protect his little fucking butt fucker friend Edwin, he shows that he has issues of the fucking book. He shows that he has copies of it. That's the thing that annoyed me. I know you guys are fucking boys with Ricada or whatever, but Ricada put out a tweet where he was like, the gatekeeping and drama in Comicsgate and imagine separating. And it was just this fucking him crying because fucking he wants people to be fucking friends with his celeb buddy so he can sleep over in fucking Doug's house. And he even said it because someone called him out as bullshit. And fucking he goes, my friends have been fighting for 6 months. And it's like, yeah. Well, maybe fucking Comicsgate is bigger than your 2 fucking friends, Ricada. Maybe Comicsgate is about the fucking fans who are being fucking robbed by this guy, who fucking got robbed by this guy. And not only that, it's like you're betraying customer fucking trust. And look, I was a guy that was in the Doug when everybody was, when he was on Ethan streams all the time and everything. Because that's the thing. Ethan's a genius because he can make guys like fucking Mike and Doug likable because he knows how to fucking bring them out. You know, he knows it's the same thing with Nasser or whatever. He knows how to turn them into heels or turn them into whatever and make them funny so that they can grow that fucking reciprocity with the audience. But like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, okay, sure, like you underprinted a book, whatever. There's mistakes. Like I'll allow it. I'll I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but like if you keep abusing the fans, when what you hurt is the fucking smaller guys. You hurt guys like me. You hurt guys like fucking Vinny, or like anybody, like even bigger guys who were doing this their first time around. It's like when you're destroying that benefit of the doubt that the customer has to fucking give people, like you're fucking over me. Like you're fucking me over because I might fuck up, or I might have to try to get something sorted. I might get delayed. I have to sort something out, and might push the book back a couple of weeks. You know, I survive on that benefit of the doubt, you know, so I can ship exactly what I want to ship. And when like I don't care when people are fucking trying to be an advocate saying that he needs to be back. Like fuck that guy.
Oh no, I'm on board with that. It's like, you know, I'm a good, you know, turn the other cheek kind of guy, but I'm also I forgive but I don't forget. And I'm one of those guys, like, especially in a business standpoint. You just came in and you tried to burn my house down, right? I'm not going to let you back in my house.
Yeah.
You know, that is just the way it is. You know, I can forgive you for trying to burn my house down, but I'm not going to let you back in, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing. You're like, I mean, Ricardo's thing was like people being gatekeeping, and it's like, who? Wait, what? Fucking Doug's not on Ethan's show and that's gatekeeping? It's like the only people who get the fucking gatekeep are the fans. That's it. That's what they fucking their wallet. That's the fucking gatekeeping here. I like look, people, if they want you on shows, if they want you on people's streams, or people ask for it, you know, like the fans are it. Like I just don't like when fucking people want their e-celeb buddies to just be accepted, even though they're fucking assholes.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking. It's a two-parter here. Nick Ricada is simply ill-informed on the situation by his own admission. He doesn't understand what Doug did, and he says, "And Doug will never betray Ricada because it has nothing to do to gain from screwing him. They aren't competitors in any way." You don't know Doug.
He'll find a way.
Yeah, I was about to say, so he'll find a way.
Yeah, he has nothing to gain really from going, you know, the way he went after Cecil, right? But he did it.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, but that's a different thing, that because that's all ego.
Yeah.
Like that's all fucking ego. Like he sees that, like he wants to take down that book because like people fucking care more about that than his fucking Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You know, and people want to hear this. People, you know, and it's the fans, and it's like, just fuck off. You know, it's such a dirtbag move, you know, and I hate the way all those guys are like, they claim to be like the highest of the high culture warriors, and now they're all like bragging that they're false flagging, and then they hide under that bullshit of fucking like, well, leave it up to the private company to decide, you know, it's a private company, man, you can't, you know, if they don't want cash grab on it. It's like, dude, just stop being such a fucking bitch. You're fucking dickhead.
Well, it's like I said earlier, I said, do you realize what you're doing? You're opening the door for people to do it to you. You know, because last time I checked, there really ain't a lot of people who find Doug to be likable. You know, I think nobody here likes Doug right now. I'm not going to go report his campaign because you know, that's a dick thing to do. You know, but
yeah, I don't even think it is that. I don't think that I don't think Comicsgate, whether it's an audience or creators, are eye for an eye like that, you know, because we can easily turn it into so much good. Like, it's scary. It's scary, the idea that Cecil can get kicked off of this. Like, it's terrifying because it's like, that puts me in a fucked up place. It puts tons of other creators in a fucked up place because it's like, look, we're only at IndieGoGo for solidarity. That's it. We're only here for that. And if you fucking kick one of us off, it's like,
you're all leaving.
Yeah, and it like puts so many creators in such a fucked up position that it's like, well, what do we like? Because it's like, it's a bitch ass move to be like, well, I'll just fulfill this campaign, and then I won't use IndieGoGo again. Or do you go the full, I'm refunding this entire campaign? Fuck you. No one's getting this money.
Yeah. Because
it's fucked up. Like, it's like really like nerve-wracking. It's been going through my head like ever since this bullshit started, because it's like this can like lead to the next fucking thing. Like if people want to see like 2016 2017 shenanigans return to Comicsgate, like this is fucking it. Like we're on the precipice of that fucking bullshit.
That's what I said. I said that last night with when it all started coming to a head and everything. I said not just that, but it opens the floodgates for like people like you and you know, the smaller, I shouldn't say smaller, but you know, the other creators getting flagged too for bullshit.
Oh yeah.
They
Well, that's the
can
thing.
easily
That's
make
what
shit up
these
for you,
fucking
you know?
anti-CG guys do, is like everything is fucking legal with them. You know, everything is legal. It's like I've seen people will send me these screenshots of these fucking weirdo cloud chasers like talking about me, and that like everything about my book is like, he can be sued for this, he can be taken down for this. He stole this from this, he took this from this, and it's like, you know, like it's like, come on, dude, like what the fuck are you talking about? You know,
it's like, you idiots know what homage is. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like,
well, there's homage, and then there's just inspiration, you know, like even beyond that, where it's like it's so they're just so hateable, you know. And it's also because I've been in this scene long enough, and I had you know, I had floppies on Etsy of, you know, the first like 2 chapters of this book. And I've seen people like outright lie, like people who've read the books and people who enjoy it, like outright, like who were like into me, who just turned fucking mental, and they're like just fucking lying, like outright lying about the book. Just the fucking that's when I was like, these guys ain't shit. Like these guys are just fucking cloud chasers, you know. It's like okay, we get it. You guys used to get little bits of pat on the back from culture warrior types when you were complaining about fucking Marvel 24/7. Now nobody gives a fuck about Marvel. Marvel could die tomorrow, no one would fucking care. So you have to go over the next fucking big dog, and that's Comicsgate creators. And it doesn't matter how fucking small their campaign is, you guys will rip into them because you're fucking awful.
I mean, it's like there's a comment here. So to be fair, Ethan was happy about James Gunn being fired by Disney, but he didn't actively do anything about it. I mean,
yeah, but like that's the thing where like, who's comparing these things? I remember Thing was saying that about because the Daddy Can't Rip Us All song, and it's like James Gunn, in the James Gunn case, like the going through his Twitter and everything, they found that he was sharing links to videos with a guy who was his friend who was convicted like pedophile. That was one of the big fucking headlines in that. It's like, I think that's a big difference between making a worm book or singing a dopey song when you're drunk at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You know, like they're not mutually exclusive. And also, Ethan isn't fucking hired by anybody. Ethan is his own boss. Like Bob Iger can do whatever the fuck he wants. James Gunn can't, because he's making popcorn flicks for 4-year-olds, and they have a gigantic $1 billion fucking theme park ride in one of their fucking in one of these Disneyland places, right? Like that's a bit of a fucking liability to keep around, especially when, you know, that whole first fucking movie, the only reason why it was good was because of the original screenwriter Nicole Perlman, and that's why Guardians of the Galaxy 2 fucking sucks dick.
Yeah, it wasn't the first one. You know, the second one was not as good as the first one.
No shit, because that's the thing that happens in Hollywood, is some other fucking screenwriter. Look, what happened with that movie was Marvel has a room of writers. Marvel Studios, they have a room of writers that just do screenplays for the most obscure, dopey, shitty property. That's how Guardians of the Galaxy came around. It wasn't because they were like looking for X-Men or whatever. They're like, no, we have these properties and we're going to try to develop them as much as we can. And this screenwriter, Nicole Perlman, who never gets credit for this shit, and you think in the height of fucking Hollywood being like, oh, women deserves credit and all this shit, she wrote it. She developed that entire property, because that property is nothing like any of the bullshit that came before, any of the Guardians of the Galaxy comics. Like it's almost completely original.
Yeah.
And it's like she doesn't get any of that credit, and then they give it off to basically James Gunn to put his finish on it, you know, to put his, you know, his James Gunn all over it, and put the soundtrack and rewrite it and put some good gags in it and put whatever into it. And then she gets forgotten about, you know, and then it's like, it's James Gunn's success. So forget about this Nicole Perlman chick. She can fuck off.
Yeah.
And I think she was supposed to be doing Captain Marvel. And I think that's why they were bringing back Guardians of the Galaxy characters in the Captain Marvel movie. And then I think she was removed from it. I don't think she finished it. So that's why those guys kind of like Ronan and what's his face, the other guy, they like were nothing like what they were before. From Guardians.
That's El Gargoyle says we need apparently Piper needs a ruling on this. It's like #believe potato
titties.
Yeah, I was asking what the fuck is potato titties?
When I draw titties, I just think of potatoes.
Oh,
I love potatoes. And I'm like, what's better than titties? Potatoes.
You're saying potatoes are better than titties?
I mean, it's like you have to weigh them out, you know. Like I have to have like a handful of potatoes, a handful of titty, and I have to weigh them out and see what's better. You know, it's a case by case.
It depends on the potato and the titty.
Yeah, and what we can put up to here, you know. If it's one of those famine potatoes, fuck off. I'm not fucking taking no black. I don't want no black potatoes. I'll have a black titty.
Potatoes.
It's an Irish thing.
Ask Carl to say, I hear you're a racist now, father. I love that show, man. Do you guys know that show?
What show is that?
Father Ted.
I've heard of it.
I love Father Ted.
I haven't seen a whole bunch.
All I know is that the producer's a fucking cunt now.
Oh yeah, he's one of those guys that goes back and forward. He's like these. There's always these guys. It's like John Cleese is the same, where they're like these old school comedy guys, and they kind of don't know where they fit in fucking culture no more. You know, so sometimes he says shit, and you're like, whoa, that's fucking edgy, man. And then sometimes he says shit, and you're like, you're a fucking pussy. Like John Cleese is the same. John Cleese will be like fucking rail against be anti SJW, and then the next day he'd be like, they call liberal people snowflakes because of their like carefulness and understanding, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like that's not funny or. I always thought Ricky Gervais was like that for the longest time.
Follow his Twitter because it was funny like that, because it would be like something pretty edgy followed by like something that sounded like pussy SJW shit.
Yeah, Stephen Fry's like that as well, where he'll have like this real weird way of taking out SJW shit, and then he'll be like, let me go insult like religious people for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Calm the fuck down.
I was gonna say somebody who kind of dunks on SJWs pretty well is Shatner. You know, William Shatner. He just
oh yeah.
I think he just got to a point in his career. So I just don't give a fuck.
Oh, dude, he didn't give a fuck for like 20 years. He's been making like albums with Henry Rollins and shit. That guy's out there. That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those guys where I think he gets typecast, and I think he's like one of these really weirdo creative guys. Like people always do that with Al Pacino. Everybody thinks Al Pacino is like, you know, a weird, like a gangster guy.
Yeah.
But Al Pacino is like a weirdo art guy. It's the same thing with Jack Nicholson. Like people think Jack Nicholson is like, you know, the villain, the maniac villain guy. Yeah. But he's like a weirdo art guy, you know?
Yeah.
He's more Tim Cup than Joker. Or no, what was not Tim Cup, but was it the Bucket List? Yeah, I'm thinking Bucket List, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with
Raptro has taken my seal of approval and is putting it on all sorts of bullshit.
Oh God. Oh, your werewolf seal of approval? He's a
Yes, because when I posted it, I forgot to I don't know,
watermark it somehow.
Yeah, fuck it up first.
Oh God, he put it on Earthworm Jim.
Got Earthworm Jim and he put it on Deadbeats. I'm fucking pissed. I'm gonna have to like go back and change it so that everybody knows that that's the fake one or something.
So we got a question in the chat for Carl. It says, "Hey Carl, for the head sketch tier," and he spelled, I get you're gonna cry about it. Can we choose who you draw? Definitely want a goth Latina Tati.
Goth Latina Tati? Is that just regular Tati?
I mean, if Tati is the girl in the background, then yeah, right? I mean,
yeah. Oh, she's Latina because she's thick. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get it. Sorry, that was a bit of cultural mix-up over there. Dude. The
Honestly,
closest I come to
her name.
Latino people over here is like Filipino people.
Mhm.
But I wasn't going to, but I'll make a graded 0.5 exception.
Oh.
Yeah, if you back and you DM me your backer number, I'll put it in my special notebook and I'll make sure that you get a Tatiana head sketch with big tits on it, big potato titties.
Big potato titties, yes. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
But make sure to DM me with your backer number so I can take a note on my book.
Yeah. Who's getting approves of Deadbeats and EWJ gasp furries get the torch.
Sorry, furries.
Yeah, it's got he's funny. He put the logo on right on it. It's great. It's funny. I gotta ask. Okay, so the book, the whole thing with Bigfoot Bill with the shipping and all that crap. So you didn't get the art book. That's what you didn't get, right?
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
But you got the book, the actual
yeah.
comic. Okay. There is no fucking way that he didn't print enough. There's
Did you get your money back?
No, because that's the shit. It's like, again, benefit of the doubt, Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, there's a fellowship, and even though I wasn't like in the bigger leagues of the creators at that time, I was still making shit, and I understood, and like I thought I understood, and I was like, honest mistakes can be made throughout this process, and people are doing this independently. And I didn't know he was a fucking millionaire, and he was just telling everybody who he was like losing jobs and he was poor and shit.
Mhm.
So I mean, I was like, fuck it, it's fine, dude. I was even like, I think I was like, at one point I was taking commissions, and I was like, oh, I should donate like that bit over, just the basics of what it cost. I'll donate that into the PayPal, but I never got around to it. And I'm like, thank fuck I didn't do that, man. Waste.
Come on,
Oh, no.
Oh.
All right, I have to show this one.
God damn it.
I can't help it. This one, I got this. It's just too good. I mean, I can't.
From now on, everybody just needs to know that this version of the seal of approval is counterfeit version. In order to get the real version, you actually have to email for it or hit me up for it. Yeah.
Here, let me get it shared real quick.
From now on, this one's counterfeit.
No.
God damn it, Raptro.
Yeah, Raptro, how dare you? But also, this is funny as shit.
Yeah.
But oh shit, wrong screen. Sorry about that. Probably should just
not that. We don't need more Preston.
No, yeah, we're done with the pussy.
We're done with it. It's over.
Preston is streaming.
It's over, Preston. It's over.
It's over. I have the high ground. Here we go. There we go. Dogs and their women.
Ooh.
And that is Piper's.
You zoom in.
You can't zoom. It's actually very poor quality. Yeah, Raptor, you're losing your touch, big guy. This is but right there you assume that is Piper's. Look, let me get it. See if the other two are any better quality. Give me just a second.
Dream snipe, Preston. No, because then
No.
people will.
I will never,
He'll get,
ever.
Looking at him, he'll get attention.
Put that piece of garbage.
Wow, he's like, whoever gets the new version, here's my Twitter. Apparently, agreement's gonna have to go out with the new version.
Fucking NDA.
All right, here's Earthworm Jim, and it's Piper approved. Oh, come on, Piper, what's up? I thought we were having some solidarity moments here, and you I don't see any fucking werewolves and Earthworm Jim.
That's how you know it's not actually Piper.
No, well, isn't there like a weird dog?
Oh yeah. It was like the dog
Oh,
that turns
shit.
into some.
It's like
bestial thing.
remember when Cowardly the what's his name? Cowardly the Courageous Dog used to go mental.
He's on the phone.
Courage
This is
the
best
Cowardly.
we get.
Yeah.
What did I call him? Coward the Couragely Dog.
Yeah, Coward the Couragely Dog.
It's late. It's late over. It's late over here, dude.
It's okay. It's okay. We understand. We understand. It's cool. Let's see. What we got here? What are you laughing about over there?
Fucking a Yellow Lantern asking, can he get the new one? He totally won't send it to Raptro. Right?
Piper getting trolled in the chat. No. Well, you went and made the fucking logo, and now of course you're going to get memed on about it. You know.
You know, it'd be fucked up if people put that on a book and it got popular enough that when someone was doing a review of a book and they needed to find the cover to put up, they found your image with the Piper. So all these Google reviews have like the image of the book and it's Piper. Being like, what the fuck is this? Is this new? Is this like some kid's censorship program or some shit? What the fuck?
Said that Earthworm Jim book was bad. The writing wasn't even for preteens.
It just looked like random shit because it's ironic, people. It's ironic.
Yeah.
You don't. It's esoterically ironic. You're not high class enough, Wilberforce. You don't understand. It's the fucking work of a genius.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't understand.
Piper says so. She fucking approved.
She gave it a seal of approval. I mean.
The seal of approval just means that there is a good depiction of a werewolf type critter.
I'm trying to think if I have a fucking werewolf critters
type critter.
I have like a gigantic bat dragon thingy.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's pretty bitchin'.
I too have a gigantic dragon thingy.
Wait, ho.
Whoa, that was funny.
Yeah.
He was talking about his penis.
Yeah. Who is Earthworm Jim? Yeah, 30 years ago, called the video game back.
Yeah, they're bringing it back on some fucking weird, home media, weird exclusive fucking platform, right?
It's on some some new Coleco thing. I like Coleco.
It's like remember when there was, I think it was Philips or fucking Sony or someone were trying to make home media centers where they'd have games pre-installed and they'd have you could turn the remote into a shitty fucking controller. I think it's one of those kind of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to find the thinger, the machine. Yeah, Earthworm Jim's original team is reuniting for a new installment on the Intellivision Amico. That's what it's called, the Amico.
Gargoyle, he says, I would totally love to back that sworn, but I have a drug dealer bank account. You can hit me up in the PayPal, Gargoyle.
Yeah.
I'll sort you out. You just won't add to that number. You just won't be counted. But that shit happens to me, dude. That's why it's if Cecil gets fucked and people make a new platform and they use PayPal, fuck that. I'm going to that. I lose so much money by not having fucking PayPal. Because people fucking have weird bank accounts and they can't get through, and then sometimes it's just the international transaction turn it from dollars to euros and it can't go through, and then their bank won't fucking help them out with it and stuff, and it's oh Jesus.
All right.
Wow.
Is that it?
Oh my god.
What? Did he do something else?
Yeah.
All right, let me see what he did.
God damn it.
Amazing. Let's see.
Oh
no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit I have to denounce this now before I even show it. This is already denounced. This is pre-announced. This is pre-denounced. I never thought I'd have to see the day. But yeah.
Oh no!
Oh Jesus!
God damn.
Piper approved. Let's take that down before we get. Oh
You
my
know what
God.
I love about these stupid earrings is that
Mhm.
they've got it to where like the crescents both like turn one way.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered I drew a werewolf with titties before, and I'm trying to find it.
Oh.
Hell yeah!
And it's old. It's way old. It's way old.
I'm still pissed off at the English language for not making sense. This is the hill I will fucking die on when it comes to the English language. Where female werewolves should be wolves.
Oh, yeah.
Because okay, so
but
the old
it
English,
sounds stupid to say.
it sounds stupid to say, but that's why English needed to make sense. Damn it. Okay, so the old English word for a man and a woman was wereman and wiffman.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make a werewolf a man wolf.
Mm-hmm.
What would a whiff wolf be?
Mm-hmm.
A woman wolf.
Mm-hmm.
This is the hill I'm dying on. Fuck everyone who's like,
But
it makes more sense
what
when
they
you say
did
werewolf.
was take man, because when you talk about people as a whole, you say mankind and you say man and stuff.
Then they should have said man wolf. They should have been fucking man wolves right there. Fuck.
They decided to use the old fucking word for man.
So here's the Intellivision Amico that will have the exclusive Earthworm Gem 3 on it.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. That doesn't look like a game anything.
I'm wondering why there's two like old school iPods.
I was gonna say it looks like two ancient iPods or Zunes.
Those are based on the old
the old dial controller that the Intellivision had.
All right, I found my
Why would
werewolf
Piper
titties.
do this? Yeah.
I had to look it up because I don't even have this work on my computer no more. But it's from a really old webcomic I used to called Masters of Lunacy.
All right, let's switch out. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Hell
my
yeah. See, that's Piper approved.
there you go.
Is there any? That's it. There's a bit more werewolves.
Hell yeah.
I think Piper wants I think she just wants a full-on werewolf comic of some kind. Which that's fine.
They're pretty cool.
Werewolves are cool. The coolest thing is finding out how they transform. That's where all the fun is in, because it's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do so many different versions? Are you gonna do like the stretchy? Are you gonna do the old school, like what's it, Lon Chaney, fucking guy just sitting in a chair, getting hairier and hairier?
Yep.
That's my fucking granddad does that. That's not scary.
Or do I kind of like the skin ripping one. Where they rip they rip out their skin and underneath they werewolf.
Oh yeah, I love that in Van Helsing.
Yeah, that was like one of the cool. I mean, Van Helsing was a great movie, but that was
well, Van Helsing came out. It was like the perfect age for it, where I didn't give a fuck. Like I didn't really know bad movies yet, but I fucking loved monsters and I loved Hugh Jackman because he was Wolverine, and I was like, this is Wolverine fighting fucking monsters, man.
Yeah,
like, this is the coolest thing ever. But now I'm looking at it, I watched it, I'm like, you guys are doing everything. Like, what do you have left to do? You only have the Mummy left. If you made a sequel, you'd just be in Egypt and you would Brendan Fraser, which, by the way, would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, because he kind of didn't kind of show that he's like kind of ageless anyway, so he could have lived long enough to like run into Brendan Fraser. It'd have been great.
Oh fuck yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have been so good.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
What?
Oh, I looked up Peter is the wolf.
I ain't gonna get into it. I ain't gonna show that.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't.
No, because I know. No. Never.
Who's Peter is the wolf? I'm worried. What's happening? What am I getting involved in?
It is a web comic. Oh my god, this website looks like it was made back with GeoCities. It never like updated from that.
Wolfsbane from the original New Mutants has the best werewolf tits.
I like her.
Is she like 12 years old, dude?
Well, yeah. I'm just reading what the people's chat say, man.
I like her as a character.
Now,
Watch out, man. Hut is like becoming fucking Chris Hansen. He's hunting. He's a pedo hunter. The comic book Hut.
Yep.
Watch out for that guy, man. He's getting you. He's taking you all down.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about kids. Fuck kids. No, don't.
Oh, cute.
Rethink that.
Phrasing. Fuck.
Yeah. No, and when later on, I think I appreciated her design most later on when she was an X Factor, where she was actually, grown of age and everything like that. And that's when she was like, you probably remember this one. She was like kind of in that half transformation. She didn't become a full wolf anymore.
Yeah.
She was like that halfway transformation. Well, and she had a good, hey, think about it. Once again, stuff from the 80s and 90s had better storytelling gimmicks and stuff like that than they do now. She was a mutant, and she had double shame. She was a mutant, and because her father was a priest and a fucking cunt, right? Stealing your word, Carl.
Oh yeah, you guys can say sorry. See, that's how much it means nothing to me because it doesn't even affect me when other people say it.
Yeah.
I know you were like, I'm supposed to cheer it out on and be like, hey, that's okay, but no, it means so little to me that I don't even know.
Vernacular for you, right? It's just like,
I mean, yeah. Over here, it's like, yeah.
It's like a term of endearment almost, right? It's like, you cunt.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, yeah, but it's so like there's shit that like gets you demonetized. That's like just where just localization.
Yeah,
that it's acceptable.
Okay, so her father was such a dickhead. He was a priest, so he told her that she was possessed by demons. So not only did she had to have the shame of being a mutant, she had the shame of thinking she was demon possessed, and she was just fucked up in the head. It was like one of the best storytelling characters.
I mean, one of many, I guess, but that was a reason I liked that character a lot.
Mm-hmm. Because it wasn't just like, oh, I'm a mutant and I become a werewolf.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. But if the character's not interesting, I'm not going to hang very well.
I mean, I think she tried several times to like kill herself because of that shit. And I remember one time like it had a whole like thing. Everybody was trying to help her, and like I think it came down to like Wolverine was the only one that could relate to her because he was all like, I get it. You got a beast. The only thing is your beast is on the outside and mine's on the inside. Like
it's like I'm not way into Wolfsbane or anything, but it is cool because you could do something where she's a werewolf. Most people think werewolf is from like supernatural magic or cool shit, but she's a werewolf because of a fucking mutation, And so if you have like a super religious dad, you have him trying to sort it out, putting her through all this religious like exorcism type shit to get cured or whatever, and it's like, no, then none of that will ever work. No, Doctor Strange can help. No one can help. It's the mutation,
Yeah.
So. Even thinking about it though, that's sort of like this is if you want to like this is the right way to do like the homophobia, like pray the gay way bullshit.
Well, that's kind of all of X-Men was kind of
X-Men was
all that
civil rights and all the like. But the thing is like I was talking about earlier today, they didn't beat you over the head with it.
Yeah.
It was all.
It was still an interesting story about mutants and powers and stuff, but they were giving you the, you could replace mutants with blank, 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 kind of thing.
I mean, but nowadays, hey, Carl, did you know that Iceman poops?
Oh my God,
Iceman poops.
Yeah,
he poops.
Yeah,
and I don't want to think about him pooping. I don't want to think. That's the thing. We're focusing way too much on what's going into and coming out of Iceman's asshole. Like, that sums up fucking modern comics.
Yeah. Oh God.
It does. It's all about.
If we're not talking about cocks, we're talking about fucking shit coming out of his ass. If I was him, I would just turn in the fucking ice form and shoot them out like little fucking icy pebbles.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's like,
Little
there's little Piper. I just
Yeah, little ice cubes. Like, hey,
yeah,
well,
Piper,
Rain, you
they're
want some
literally
ice
children.
in your drink there?
These people think they're making like really weird children's books because they're literally doing everybody poops, everybody has to eat, everybody, like it's like so stupid. It's like, quick, how do we make Iceman more relatable? Show him eating dinner.
Yeah, it's like the most unrelatable people in the fucking universe trying to make characters relatable. And I think
you imagine
before
reading a novel, right? And they had to write every single tiny thing that the characters did at all times.
Dude, I hate when a fucking comic book starts and it's a person waking up. I'm like, what? I know everybody wakes up. Why the fuck are we like to do something? Show me something. I want to know if he hasn't been sleeping, because that's fucking different. That's a story. Everybody fucking sleeps and everybody wakes up.
Yeah.
Well, if the waking up part, like how they wake up, is relevant to the story, that's
like
one
they wake
thing.
up with a horse's head in their bed or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
like a story.
it's important, or they're startled awake by something important. Like
They wake up and put their slippers on. I'm like, no, bro.
yeah, if it's just a regular morning, it's like we can skip this and
So
get to the action.
the question is, in Deathsworn, do you see your main character poop? That's the important.
Oh yeah,
they poop?
What happens is there's this giant battle scene, right? He's in a prison. It's a techno planet. It's like a planet that's made out of just pure fucking it's like Death Star, but it's a fucking living planet, and it's a giant coliseum that they put it's a prisoner planet, and they have him fight, and he beats up a whole ton of these other prisoners, like a Frank Frazetta style mountain of dead bodies, and he stands atop of it, and he throws down his shield and his axe, and he pulls down, he takes off all his Rob Liefeld pouches, and then he pulls his trousers down and shits on top of them.
I mean, that's
Alien says Lynn Wine also loved big hairy things, and I'm trying to think what big hairy thing. I know Swamp Thing.
I'm trying to look here. What's the there's something in the chat. I saw. Oh yeah, Wilford Wooster. I disagree. I definitely want to see Mary Jane wake up. I mean, well, there was that period of time where like Todd McFarlane and like a couple other artists. I think it was just to piss off Marvel. They just kept drawing. They wanted to see how often they could draw Mary Jane in lingerie.
Yeah. Well, that's other cool shit. Like, I mean, the metaphor isn't lost on anybody when you're even a kid, but I remember I've been as a kid, like I was fascinated by like Peter would be fucking having like talking with Mary Jane in the fucking shitty apartment, and then he'd have like the black outfit, and then he'd be going out at night to hang out with fucking Black Cat, and you're like, dude, what the he's cheating on Mary Jane. He wasn't, but it's like he's fucking cheating on Mary Jane because this chick's kinky and is doing the shit that Mary Jane won't do. Like, I fucking love that shit. Just the imagery of it all. It's like mythic soap opera.
Oh yeah, let me let's bring some Death Swarm up, because apparently you got some Death Sworn, not Death Swarm. I apologize for my
Oh, people say swarm all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Apparently I stole it from any number of fucking other things. So
Oh dang.
So you made $180 just now.
Well,
yeah, I forgot his name, but
yeah.
the Tatty Titty guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
huge
yeah.
supporter. Thank you, dude.
Yeah. Appreciate you doing that. It's like, yeah, I'm telling you, you come on this show, you get some money.
I wanted it. I was like, the reason why I was chatting so furiously at the start, because I was hoping you'd see through my anger and be like, we should send him the fucking link.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'm because I was kind of, I don't know if you noticed, but I was having a moment myself, and I was like,
yeah. It was like a funeral when I fucking when you first came in.
I mean, you can like Mike's known me the longest out of these two, and Mike knows when I get quiet, some shit's going down. Like
he's trying to center himself.
It's like because somebody's either done something so incredibly stupid that I don't know how to comment on it yet, or somebody's like got me so pissed off that I need a moment to kind of chill out and stuff. I think it's honestly what really got me was I think just because Doug, after I kind of quasi defended Doug the night before, last night, and saying I don't, Doug wouldn't do that. Then Doug does it. I'm like, I give you one benefit of the doubt and you wreck it. What is wrong with you?
Like right after.
Well, I mean, Doug is such a fucking hypocrite all the time, Like he really does speak complete double speak, Like he says that shit where he's like, these guys are I want to sell books based on the book. I don't want to sell a book based on the personality, based on me. And it's like, but then he'll be like, I'm gonna cull the herd on Twitter, and he writes like a bunch of horrible shit to get people in arguments to get people to unfollow him. And it's like, it's like you do care about people only backing because of you. Like that's, I mean, as far as they interact with you, but we saw. That was a big thing with Earthworm Jim, A lot of those backers weren't interacting with him.
In the chat, they said, show the standees. I saw those early today.
Oh, I can pull it up on my Twitter.
Sure.
Because I don't have to. I should put like a proper page of them, of all the add-ons. I just think people will see them when they go into the add-on section, but people like skip over that shit.
I was told hindsight is 20/20. I mean, it's true. What's he got here? Hold on. Raptress sent me something in private. New comic from Methan Van Scrobbles. That's he's the IP thief that we've created out of our lore, by the way. Methan Van Scrobbles, and up and coming artist Roe versus Mark Waid. And the name of it is Life Oath Volume 0.
He wants you to show that picture too.
Yeah, I got it. There we go.
Yeah, so these are standees that are available in the add-on section. They're a little cool acrylic standees. They come in these 2 pieces. You slot them in.
Dude, you know what's funny about this?
Wood.
I had this idea like years ago but it was for video games, right? Because when I worked at GameStop, well, if you've ever been into GameStop, they got these big fucking huge standees sometimes with these like stuff coming out, and people always saying, how can I get the standee, right? And I just said, why don't these companies like, the Activisions, the Blizzards, the, EAs and all, why don't they have little things like that, like a little small little standee that you could put on your desk? People would eat that shit up,
Yeah, it's almost like it's an action figure. It's like a figurine that's more just pure art, Yeah, it's like a drawn. It's like if a drawn was an action figure, like when you were a kid and you didn't have a fucking toy like that you wanted, so you drew it and you cut it out on paper.
Yeah, you made little paper dolls out of them. I had like a whole fucking bag of them.
It was that shit. Or sometimes you could get like activity books that were like you popped out like card versions of those, and you like you made a little X sort of slot in the bottom of it, and they would stand up. They were cool.
Reenactor Bob says, "Can I get the rights to make the movie of your comic?"
Let's talk about budget.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit in my comic. How are we gonna make the giant fucking bat dragon thing?
Well, we just showed Mike's penis because he already.
It kind of looks like a penis when I think about that creature.
The look on that face when you said that, she was like, And this is after talking about like jackhammer dildos and all that stuff last night.
Yeah, but real penis is ew. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, now Rapture said these are better than fig pins. Yeah, they look really cool. Those
thanks. Yeah. I stole it off of Ethan. Ethan, way back in the day when he was only talking about doing Cyberfrog. He had versions of those he was going to put up with the campaign, and then I guess it fell through, or he didn't go ahead with it and chose to do something else. But I was like, that is badass. I want to do that. So I think I got test ones done up that didn't go anywhere, and I had these new designs, and I was like, let's do it.
People underestimate the selling power of swag.
Yeah, dude. I put up like a picture of Taddy with her fucking arse out, and people are like, "Can I get a huge poster of that?" And I'm like, "Well, thank fuck T Public existed, and I don't have to walk into a print shop and be like, excuse me, sir, can you print out?"
Can you print out
this
300
giant drawing of a woman's ass, please? If it makes you feel any better, I did draw it, and it isn't for me personally; it's for my customers.
And then you really start looking at you like,
Yeah, and they're looking you up, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's an alt-right Nazi.
Yeah,
he wants to print out pictures of assholes."
No, he doesn't want to print them out. He just wants to dunk on them like Doug TenNapel.
I mean, I can always, I'm thinking way too ahead of myself. I'm fucking going to a print shop. I could just do it at home, can't I? I could just photocopy it at home.
Yeah, just get you a printer. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you thinking? You're thinking harder, not smarter. I
know. Next stop, public library.
Yeah,
get that fucking scanner ready,
dude. It's free. Fuck, you know what I mean? Just do it at the library. Print your
free.
books.
It's free for you guys. It ruins my library credits. Buying into all this comic book work is buying into my library credits, guys. I can't take out any more books.
Do the old door size posters from the 80s. Jeez, yeah, I remember those. Fuck.
Oh, those the real long skinny ones, like
they had those, but he also had ones that were like the size of like a like a door. Like a
no, they're skinnier than a regular poster, but they go to full length of like a door. I think I had like an Eddie from Iron Maiden one.
Behind Wolverine, I didn't know he wrote that episode of the animated series Batman.
Oh, okay,
that's cool.
But I got to remind people of your age so they know.
I'm just a wee lad. I'm just a wee lad from the glens of Ireland. No, I'm 22.
He's just a wee baby.
Here's a wee baby.
I just saw you almost spit when you said that. He doesn't talk like one though, does he? He sounds like a well-lived person, who's like had many experiences. But he just you can tell he's
dude, look, I'm drawing comics. I have a severe personality disorder. That's all it is. All this comes at great personal and mental cost. Please.
You can tell you study your craft, so that's the thing. Okay, let's say look up Fathead. They do stuff and do customs. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Fathead.
A few.
Yeah, it's like.
When people say Fathead, I immediately think of Donald DeLay because that's his handle.
Oh.
No, I don't know what this Fathead is. Is it for posters?
Yeah. Let me show you the site. Hold on, I'll pull it up here.
Yeah, I'd love to do. I mean, I think the next thing for my weirdo kinky people that I love, that I'm one of, is I have to do the body pillow.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
I had a guy. There's an Irish guy who I just know through like Comics Case stuff, but I always love finding other Irish people because there's fucking nobody here. But he saw the plushie design for Cyberfrog that Ethan put up, and he said, "You need to do a Salamandroid body pillow next." And then he put up a photo of like it's like a character body pillow, it's like it's like the size of it, but it's actually done like a character. But I like commented underneath and I was like, bro, I literally thought that you wanted to fucking hump a lizard. Like I thought you wanted a waifu pillow salamandroid. I was like, homeboy wants to fuck a lizard.
So this is am I sharing? Yeah. So these are the Fatheads. These are basically like almost like to scale versions of like poster, like characters. It's not a poster. It actually
they're like
you technically get them in different sizes, but they're wall clings, which I kind of like more than posters.
Yeah, because they don't ruin the paint.
Yeah, they're sturdier.
Yeah. This Thanos supposed to be new. It has no reviews yet. It's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
guess
cool though.
so.
It's kind of cool. I mean, I just pulled up Marvel because that's like the one that
Oh,
That
is
you
this
recommend.
like a T Public thing where people are just putting up whatever? It's not
No,
licensed.
these are licensed. They do have licensed stuff, but apparently, I'm gonna look at this more section. Apparently, you can do custom stuff. I don't really see it
that's
on
cool.
here. Yeah, but
See, shit for
they're
me, I always look for stuff locally.
Yeah.
Just or like within the EU or whatever, just because it cuts down on
I'm still trying to figure out this pricing. Like Avengers Endgame Spider-Man, life size officially licensed Marvel removable decal between $24.99 and $99.99. So which is it?
Guessing it's the.
It's a size.
Oh, I see.
difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's two different. Okay.
There's extra large, and there's also you can get multiple.
Large or life size. Life size is the most expensive. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the shit thing with fucking T Public, dude. People will buy a T-shirt for like $34, and then T Public will be like, "Here's your $2, Carl. I hope you like your $2." And it's like, you
Right?
fucking assholes. I know you have a fucking aircraft hangar filled with just blank T-shirts, you assholes. You're not spending fucking money on those T-shirts. They're made by Bangladeshi street children. I fucking brought the art. Pay me.
Why settle for the pillow? Yeah. Why doesn't here? How about this? Why doesn't Ethan just start doing some genetic engineering and make a real Salamandroid and Cyberfrog?
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here, folks. We're going to make Salamandroid real.
Yeah.
Reenactor Bob's. I need a Piper body.
Oh.
Apparently, Preston backs his own IndieGoGos.
That's been the rumor.
There's sort of because people look through you can see how many people contribute to whatever perks you put up, and so there's two examples of when you can't rely on that. And so I have two sold out tiers, and I just recently removed them because they're clogging up the space, and it's people are just looking at it and it doesn't look nice, so no one can see that anymore, but I can see it, and I know it's all there. And then you have secret perks, and secret perks are like mailing list perks, like special perks, like, hey, we sign for the mailing list, I'll give you this secret perk and you get this shit free or whatever.
Right.
Or other shit, like I have the standees on a secret perk, so that people who didn't get the standees, who are like, oh, I want them, they could just do the secret perk. It doesn't add any shipping. I'll check it, and when it comes to shipping, and make sure that it goes in your pack, So that is when it becomes unreliable, to be like, you can't see the contributions, But I don't know if he had a mailing list. I don't know if he sold off that mailing list.
Mm-hmm.
And he did have more money, way more money than he did have contributions shown.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like something like 2 contributions, but like over 500 or something like that. It was like,
Oh, so yeah, there's apparently one extra backer that didn't back any of the tiers, but spent $245.
Yeah, see, that's
because
you can donate as well,
Yeah.
Like you can donate as well, and that will show up in the backer count. And you can, I think you can only donate while it's live. You can't even in demand. You can't donate.
Yeah, you can't donate in demand because your page just shows the follow and then just the tiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had shit like that because I had people. I had a guy, a great backer, who was like, he wanted the figures, he wanted the action figures set, and he wanted a sketch cover, but the action figure set was like only limited like 3,
Yeah.
And he asked me to make a new tier, and I was like, I can't, because that there's going to be one set that I can't sell because I literally don't have it. I'm not going to pull a Doug Tennable, and I was just like, just donate what would have counted as the sketch cover and buy the toy tier. So you get to claim that one spot, the last spot, and you donate the rest. And I take a note, and I'm like, okay, that's a sketch cover, you know.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean Chief didn't seem to understand? What are you talking about? I know what I'm talking about. I know what a Piper body pillow is.
Yeah, I guess what he said, why settle for the pillow? You didn't understand that or something?
Yeah, you thought he was talking about frogs, and he was talking about Piper.
Oh, I know that, but I was just making a point about.
Yeah, I only realized that now. I just worked that backwards in my fucking head.
But yeah, but I was still talking about something else. I don't look. I hear so much shit about Piper. I just kind of tune it out after a while. Well, you know, all you got to do is look at the people who comment on her feed, and it's after a while you're just like, oh well, okay.
Watch out, man! Piper's gonna turn into the next new nerdette.
Oh
no!
You know, she's gonna have her little army of simps.
No.
You know, that love Tom King as much as she does.
No, please. No.
Do you like Tom? Is Tom King Piper approved?
No. And now you've given Raptro ideas, damn it.
Now we're gonna see
very
some,
much not.
We're gonna see some Batman issues that are written by Tom King with Piper approved on them.
I'm surprised he hasn't done the bat penis picture itself and put that on there.
Oh yeah,
bat dong.
Oh, the Liebermeho thing. That fucking pissed me off. He was like, man, that guy. He got kind of pissed off on Instagram when everybody was talking about his bat penis, and it's like, dude, you drew a fucking cock in a Batman comic. Like, what do you expect? I hate that shit where people are like, it's supposed to be taken in as high art, man. It's fucking.
You just showed Batman's dingle. It's not like a fucking.
It's never going to be taken the way you want it to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want? What do you want? People to praise you on your rendering of a fucking cockhead? Like,
yeah.
I like this. There's a reason we call it the Piper Show featuring graded 0.5.
Oh, Wilberforce Wooster. It's even worse, Carl. Adam is going to put up clips of Piper for simping time. Fucking Adam.
What is that? What is that?
You don't know. Oh yeah, you need to watch. You don't watch Wanker's stream. Go ahead.
No, I never catch it. Like I don't.
Carl can explain simping time.
Adam's single-handedly ruined everything I helped build with Wenger with this fucking simping time bullshit.
Oh no.
He missed out. Simping time originally was supposed to be horrific. It was supposed to be fat, ugly, fucking cosplay women and people dressed as fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles passed out at parties and stuff. It's supposed to be a bit of shame in it. And he turned it into like actual simping over people twerking and shit, man. It's an ongoing thing. It's like that's the show is just turned into me complaining about that.
Well, they did have that one where he was simping about that. You know, what was it? Was it God? What is that one? The one.
And everyone's like, Carl's gay. Everyone's like, Carl fucking doesn't like looking at women's movies. Oh, he's fucking gay. And I'm like, we're in the middle of talking about like this important shit with Doug or whatever that people want to listen to. And Adam just crashes the show with this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're really gay the way you draw your women.
I'm so gay.
Yeah.
In all fairness, dude, I give a fucking that was about a guy. I give it both ways. I was talking about my art. I was talking about I give it like as bad both ways.
Yeah, like okay. I mean, you know, as long as you're comfortable, that's all that matters, right? You know, it's cool. But no, yeah, Piper. Like they did this thing. They had this one night. I think I told you about this. I forgot the name of the thing. It's a certain thing they talk about on like Twitter. And they show like chicks that had mugshots, right? Like cute chicks that are like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, isn't there a whole Twitter account?
Mugshotties. That's what it is. Yeah, mugshotties. Yeah.
Mugshot cuties or shorties or something.
Mugshotties. That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they found this one. It was like some. I think it was in Argentina or something like that. And she, you know, to be fair, she's nice, pretty looking girl. And they said she was taken in for murder, and then they showed the fucking murder.
Oh yeah,
because like she was on a fucking motorcycle. She jumps off, kills two dudes, and jumps back on the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, they had to cancel. They had to put that show up on BitChute, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
I remember that.
That would actually classify as simp time. Simp time would be like you put up this like a mug shorty or whatever they call, and it's like beautiful woman, and then like the crime is horrific. Like it's something that's just detestable, and then you like that's simping time because it's about the shame. It's about the fucking disgust, and they just keep showing like models and shit, and I'm like, that's not simping time. There has to be like
something bad happened, some shame.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That makes it more
simping
funny.
time is you're in a nightclub and all your mates are hooking up, and you're like just looking around for whatever bit you can get.
Simping time.
Simping time.
Simping time would be me like telling the story of Elliot Rodger and how he somehow fucked up his own mass shooting.
Is that the Elliot Rodger is the incel guy?
The
gentleman.
He was the extreme gentleman. Yeah,
the producer's kid or something.
Was he a producer's kid, Mike? I can't remember.
He's like some movie producer's kid. Is that the same guy?
Might have been. I know the kid. The father was kind of wealthy because they all had like these nice cars and shit, and he was upset because his brother got a nicer car than his car. He's like, "Oh, my brother got the Audi. All I got was the Mercedes." Like,
so American talking about like kids having cars and shit. Fucking walk.
Why do you think
have
we're
legs?
so
Don't you? Just
dude, why do you think we're
walk.
so fucking fat over here, man? Come on.
Why do you think I'm not?
Piper gets to walk everywhere.
That's cash grab, man. Cash grab is a fucking diet. It's a workout.
Exactly. Invested in my figure and
supreme gentleman. Yeah, but this guy, you see, people don't know what he actually. They see what he actually did, but they don't know what he planned to do.
I said, did he crash his car into someone or something, or what? I don't remember this.
I have a question before we move too far off the topic, though.
Okay.
Oh, wait, can I ask it now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what is the difference between simps and thirsters and orbiters? Because I see all those terms.
Wow.
Okay.
I kind of simp, but I guess, but I'm like simping. I'm not simping for the nut. I'm simping for the art. You know, like that's how I get. I think I don't.
That doesn't help me at all.
Okay, so I would say an orbiter is someone that just hangs around you all the time, gives you compliments, and then expects you to pay them tenfold with whatever.
Always wanting head pats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simp is someone that would give you money for no reason.
Oh.
It's like, oh, you exist. Here's some money.
Okay.
No.
Is that not it?
No, not for nothing.
Well, they're kind of
for like attention.
Yeah.
Like
it's kind of like
no. It's fucking. What are you talking about? People fucking simps are the dudes that give money for feet pics.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You count that as nothing? That's hard fucking work.
You
That's
got
fucking the American way, bro.
I keep telling I keep telling Piper she's not tapping into the right market. She needs to.
Nobody wants them.
You're not
Dude,
advertising
I've
them though.
Friends that like say that shit are like.
Okay, so shit.
They're like looking into. They're like they pull up these fucking OnlyFans profiles and they're like, look, this chick, she doesn't even have nice feet. I could sell pictures of my feet and pay my rent. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking hear about your fucking future plans. I don't want to hear about this business model. You know, I'm over here trying to figure out how to crack like the same international shipping model as Amazon, and you're here telling me how you're gonna fucking sell pictures of your feet. It's like, get the fuck away from me.
That's a better definition, I think. Sipping is basically giving up shit for the chance at coochie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean they eventually get pissed?
Depends. Depends on the simp, you know.
Okay.
Because Elliot Rodger was kind of a simp, but the thing was he couldn't get laid, right? So he was just a simp for anything that could, like, you know, make him not a virgin.
Okay.
He was very. He treated women essentially like objects.
Yeah.
He treated women like Doug treats fans.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pretty much. Because he saw that he literally was like he in his manifesto he said shit like I know I'm a very attractive man. I don't understand why these women don't pay me any mind. Well, maybe it's because you got the maybe it's because you've got the fucking shit. You got the fucking charisma of a gnat. You know, it's like
you have the charisma of a gnat and the cold, dead eyes of a Charles Manson.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like
Hold on, Kevin. I can tell you what a pay pig is. It is not the same as simping. A pay pig is actually like.
I thought we're pay pigs, aren't we? Are we supposed to be pay pigs?
Yeah,
no, I actually looked it up one
Comicscape pay
time.
pigs.
I looked it up one time. Pay pigs are people that is a fetish. And it is dudes that basically get off on being financially dominated by a chick. So it is basically like the chick saying, it is still kind of a attention thing because it's the chick going, fuck you unless you buy these shoes and shit like that. Fuck you unless you give me this much money right now. It's usually wealthy dudes that have nothing else, like they've run out of shit to do with their money. And it's a fetish. They get off on chicks just flat out saying, you're a piece of shit unless you give me money. And then they do it. It's really weird.
See, that's another thing,
That's
Carl,
what an actual pay pig is.
Yeah, that's another thing, Carl. That's what's really screwed up about, anti-CG, because they're so dumb. They're using the wrong term. The term they should be using if they want to try to be the correct term to be insulting about that would be whales.
Okay, that's another thing that I'm like.
I don't know that one.
Well,
people just call Renfremus that. There's no money behind Renfremus.
Well, they call her a land whale. That's a little bit.
Renfremus has no money.
So in an MMO, there are three types of players. There's your normal players, there's your rat players, and then there's your whales. Your normal players will occasionally buy whatever you're providing. A rat will occasionally, but more often, keep pushing the lever to get its food pellet over and over and over again. Now, a whale, on the other hand, will get its food pellet, but then it will push again and 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 again. And it usually involves like abusing them with like loot boxes or random gacha stuff.
Think about a blue whale eating krill. It just opens its mouth and it just absorbs. just sucks in any kind of content. It doesn't matter what it is, and no matter how stupid or inane it is, they will absorb it. Right?
Okay, so they're just called whales.
Yeah, the term the if you look at Star Citizen is the best example. Star Citizen people they've got a certain percentage of their player base that will buy any fucking thing they put out. These are the people who they'll pay $36,000 for a JPEG image of a ship that they will never see.
Jesus.
You'll one day fly this ship. But right now, admire this JPEG image that I gave you of this ship.
I have JPEGs to sell.
Exactly, right? Yeah. Carl will be a little more reasonable.
No, I won't. I'll be even more unreasonable.
Well, see, I know Carl's like he's looking at his campaign. He's like 36,000. If I sell a JPEG for 36,000,
no, that's crazy. No, that campaign that was insane,
dude. I'm telling you,
insane.
They do it. I'm not kidding, Mike. Am I kidding?
That was an offer for people that bought over $10,000 worth of stuff.
So get this. So after you've already bought $10,000 worth of stuff, they're giving you an offer to buy more stuff for a higher price. And then these idiots will do it. I am that person for Star Citizen. What? No, Bob. Why?
Oh no!
I don't even know what Star Citizen is.
It's a spaceship simulator that got wildly out of control, and best way to explain it is that it's.
You ever heard of Wing Commander, Carl?
No, I don't. Those flight simulators are not like they're just not my type of game.
Not in your wheelhouse. Okay, fair enough.
Sweet baby.
No, I like Doom and God of War and shit like that.
Okay, let's
like
put it this way. Here's the best way to explain it. Let's say, okay, so you like Doom, right? We're going to use Doom for the example on this. So let's say the creators of the original Doom got together and they said, we don't have the rights to Doom, but we're going to make something almost exactly like Doom, but much better with current technology and all this stuff. And we're going to crowdfund it and blah, 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 right? So their new Doom, whatever they're going to call it, people, crowdfund it, get it going. So after they do that, they set up a website where you can still contribute stuff and still buy stuff for this new Doom. Basically putting the game in perpetual funding and perpetual development. And nothing actually getting produced.
I kind of think about that like, I mean, maybe it's not similar, but I don't like these kind of games because I was looking it up. I saw some trailer for it, and I was like, that looks fucking badass. I want to play this game, and it's a Star Wars game, The Old Republic.
Oh yeah,
and it's like fucking Netflix for a game.
Yep.
I was like, dude, I'm not fucking doing that shit.
A lot of MMOs are, yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane. There's no fucking way I'm doing that.
What I don't like is my big thing about MMOs is you should either have to pay for the game and be able to play it, buy the expansions, have extra shit that they can buy if they want to, or subscribe to the game and you get the freaking game. Because if you buy a game and then you don't, like, the ones that make you buy it and then also pay a subscription fee, it's like, I can't buy this product I have, or I can't play this product I have unless I keep giving you guys money. I don't like that. I think if you're going to pay a subscription to a game, you get the game.
Yep, and I think you should get anything that comes with it. Not my opinion.
Yeah, if they do an expansion, you should get it. You're already paying monthly to play this game, especially the ones that you need the expansion in order to keep going.
I'd like it if they were like you could pay a full price, like a regular game price, like $60 or whatever, and you just get an offline version, and you don't have to pay for shit ever again.
Well, that's generally not MMOs at that point.
I don't even know what that means. What does MMO mean?
Massive multiplayer online. That means the whole point of the game. It's a RPG online, so that's like WoW. That's like
Oh, so it's like PlayStation Home.
No, not really.
Because lightsabers.
PlayStation Home would be it's a service. That's like
No.
I also still think
is PlayStation Home the right word? PlayStation Home was like. Remember, I don't know how long it lasted, but it was like you went in and you made like a sim, and then it was like everybody was just hanging around like a giant PlayStation shopping mall.
And
you could like go bowling and shit.
That was closer to their version of Second Life.
Yeah.
Dude, I had when that fucker came around, I had a girlfriend at the time, and she just got a PlayStation, and it was like she wasn't fucking into it. She just got it for no reason, and that was the only shit she played. Was just walking around a fucking shopping mall with a virtual character doing fuck all.
Caleb has a message for you, Piper.
Piper, now you're gonna lose your ActiveBliss social score. Yeah. WoW was the first real MMO I played.
And you liked it enough to get a whore tattoo, so I mean,
right? So I was really into playing it. But still, the entire time I was griping that I'm paying a full game price when there's a freaking expansion or whatever. If I want to keep playing with my friends and go where they're going, I have to pay full game price again for an expansion, and I'm paying monthly in order to play. And that's that plus, like I finally gave up when Cataclysm dropped. I was done. That and what they were doing every update was pissing me off, and I was finally done. I am told though that Final Fantasy is at 14.
Yeah.
I do keep getting told that Final Fantasy 14 is where I should be at if I ever feel like playing.
Quit talking to Cab.
Multiple people, not just Cab.
Quit talking. I know who it is. It's fucking Cab. Quit talking to Cab. Quit telling
Cab.
Look, Cab is a gay man who likes to play his little cat boys. Okay, quit talking to Cab about fucking Final Fantasy, whatever.
Well, I like some Final Fantasy games, so there's that. WoW though has my interest again because they dropped the WoW Classic. Kind of wish they would just drop WoW right where it was really good before it stopped being good, there. But
so Wrath of the Lich King is what I'm hearing.
Yep, that's where I started.
Yeah.
And it went downhill from there, and I left. But I wish they would drop it right there. But I kind of want to do the WoW Classic. But
no, you don't.
Mac.
You really don't.
Oh, I don't.
You really don't. Remember that night I played it? Hey, Carl made some more money.
Oh,
Very
thank
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Fucking graded 0.5, man. It's an engine.
Yeah, don't
Moving.
listen to Optimus. See, there's Caleb, but there's
Mhm.
other people that are not Cav and Caleb.
Dude, I'm not even advocating for her to play WoW. I'm just saying don't play Final Fantasy.
I was dead unless they. Yeah. Well, I also I'm kind of done with Blizzard too, so there's that.
Yeah.
I'm not
how did they-
disappointed. I'm still happy with my tattoo, but
How did they screw up a relaunch of Warcraft 3? How?
Right.
All they had to do was like paste over, put pretty graphics on it. That's all they had to do. They somehow screwed that up.
Boom. Right?
Somehow screwed that up. Jesus, Blizzard, what the fuck? I'll be back. I go farm some mana pearls.
No, to be really honest, I don't want to get into an MMO if it's I have to buy the game. And
in all honesty, if you don't, just stay away from them. That's the best way.
I like them. I mean, I make friends and it is pretty fun, but just especially if you're paying monthly, then you feel obligated to play like so much. That was me, or that was another one of my problems when I was playing WoW. Was like I was like, man, I have been so busy that I haven't even played all that much this month, and I paid for a month and I'm not using it. Kind of feeling.
I think we can all agree with this one.
Yeah, I think everybody can agree.
God, what a dumb idea.
Piper become a werewolf at Elder Scrolls Online.
I never got into Fallout as well. That was one I never got into.
The original
have friends
Fallout
that are into
1
it,
through
though.
3 were really good, and New Vegas was really good. I'd probably 4 was and then New Vegas is like, oh, why?
Go for STO. It's completely dead. What are we talking about? What's STO?
Star Trek Online.
Oh, okay. Oh,
that must be the most
still
boring
going?
shit ever.
Right?
Dude, it wasn't
How do you
bad.
make a video game out of fucking Star Trek?
It wasn't bad. You get like your captain character, right? And then you get like 2 other officers that you can go down onto planets with and like do adventures and bullshit like that. But then between that, you had the starship fights where you could like arm your starship with like phasers and lasers and then torpedoes and all sorts of shit and like fight like Borg or like Ferengi or
It was a whole bunch of political bullshit, but sometimes you get to shoot at people.
Yeah,
Well-
it skipped all the political bullshit and it just went straight to the fighting. That was
Well,
the
even
best
then,
part.
in my opinion, it created a better future than Picard's creating right now because
Oh my god.
it starts off with like you're back to war with the Klingons, and then some bullshit happens, and you have to re-ally with the Klingons, and then I think like the last thing I read was like the Klingons and the now the Federation and the Klingons and the Romulans have a thing called an alliance. It's called the Alliance, and essentially now they make alliance ships where they're combining all their technologies into like one ship and everything.
Because they have what was it that they're fighting? It wasn't the Borg. Because
No, it was some other technological thing. I forget what they were called though. Because like at that point, in the story, you're what do you call it? You're allied with like everybody's pretty much allies now. Like by the time you're in the story, because I think even the what do you call it? The Dominion is an ally of the Federation at that point.
Yeah, because of the threat of the much larger out of sector threat.
Yeah.
Carl's
gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, I played Star
you
Trek
guys are
on-
looking way too much into this Star Trek stuff.
Anyway,
It's a show about people in colorful jumpers talking to each other.
talking to each other, starting problems because one of their ships is completely. Oh my god, it's the unluckiest ship in the entire Federation.
It was space lizards from Voyager. Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, those fucking things. But no, I played Star Trek Online until I got my green bitches, and I was just like, you know what? I'm good now. That's all I need.
Yeah. Perfect.
I got my Orions, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to play this anymore.
So I think we should go ahead and wind down the stream. Been going for a while.
It was great though. It was fun.
Yeah,
And it was very
I love you
informative
guys.
for
You
me. I
guys
learned
are a
some
fucking
things.
great show.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I've seen you, like I said, been seeing you in the chat quite a few times. It was great.
Yeah, sometimes I just catch it on replay because it's like,
Oh yeah,
it's like
different
3
time
a.m.
zones. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I get it. It's tough, man. I know. It's like, with not a lot of people from your side of the world do like streaming, that much. So it's like,
Yeah, I mean that's just because look, I have friends that could, and people I went to college with that I thought that we were gonna climb the ladder of the indie comic sphere and break into the mainstream together that fucking backstab me and won't even talk to me anymore. So it could be we could be super successful over here, but they're all bootlickers. So
yeah. Mike Murphy says in the chat, Carl, run.
Is that because the Star Trek talk?
Well, either that or because he knows what we get into. He's like, oh no, Carl, no.
I'd rather talk about the fucked up weird what's it, jackhammer dildos than I would talk about Star Trek. It's far more entertaining.
Yeah, trust me, the chat finds it more entertaining sometimes too. It's great.
Star Trek fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, you got Death Sworn here. How close are you on that? As
close to finishing?
Yeah.
I should be. I'm working on the final pages, inking of book 1 of the main book, and then I have to color those. So there's about 10 pages left to color. There's about 5 pages left to ink, and then I have about 16 pages already knocked out for the Ashcan. So it's getting there. At this pace, most likely gonna be finished, hoping to be finished around the end of March. The estimated date on the thing was March. So that won't be too bad if I get it finished the end of March. And then everything's done locally. Already have a fucking awesome printer sourced locally. And already have like all the shipping materials, everything. And so yeah, it should be wrapping up. I mean, hopefully soon. But man, like this isn't. It's hard, man. I do this. I'm not on camera because I was drawing like today, like Ultra did. But like this, it's not work. This is something that it's just heart and soul. And art is never finished. It's only abandoned, and it's really hard to let go when it's your little baby.
Yeah, I understand that totally. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much. Thank you for Carl for coming on. Thank you for Ethan for dropping by earlier. I saw you streaming afterwards, you POS.
But he needed to get to work.
Well, he's working while he's streaming. So
I'm messing.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, guys, thank y'all so much for sticking with us this long, and all that stuff. We had a lot of fun tonight, and we'll catch y'all later. We'll be here tomorrow with what's his name? Piper? You set that up because apparently I don't exist.
Mr. E. Drew with Captain Love. Yeah.
Captain Love, yeah. Yeah, everybody's going to say, "Hey, Piper, can I come on your show?" I'm son of a bitch.
She's gonna overtake you.
Apparently.
Piper, don't. This is what happened with me and Wenger. It was Wenger's show, and I was there building it up, trying to put it in one way, and then don't leave. You can't let it go because they'll ruin it. And Adam Post will come in here, and he'll
next thing you know, Mike and I are doing our own simping time. All right. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for showing up, and like I said, we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.